Hey, buddy. I'm live. 2 o'clock in that. Yeah. So you well turns off, but I'm live anyway. I'm here. I've made it. But, but, yeah. See who else does. Hopefully, some other guests will come on and that. And Nelson, the psychopath. Hopefully, he'll be popping on. Uh, Talk about cyanide bitches being Sawyer's Spock. And how masculine filmed other films are, as I watched Feast and hopefully Nelson, the psychopath, he watched Missing in Action 2. So, so what happens there. Because, yeah, that been much fucking happening apart from Picard season fucking 3. Oh, what a story comes. Not even going to talk about it. Because I know it's shit. But some people got now better to do than watch fucking Picard. Jeez. It's not like season 1 and 2 is so bad. Why would you bother with season 3? But for these soy nerd bitches, I guess Picard season 3 is the only thing we've got. Terrible, isn't it? If you'd have said that a year ago, then I laughed in your face. If you'd been like, oh yeah, I reckon the only fucking entertainment you're going to be watching is Picard season 3. They'd have laughed in your face, being like, "Oh no, don't talk daft. I won't watch Picard season." Well, yeah, that's what they're doing, but that's all they got. When all you got is soy fucking nerd bitch fucking shit. I mean, what else can you watch? You're gonna have to watch it, but I'm not. I'm waiting for John Wick 4. Like 3 weeks. Well, 3 weeks and 2 days. Well, that's when it's out. Keanu Reeves kicking ass. And none of these sign-head bitches will be talking about John Wick 4. They don't have the fucking balls. Oh, hey, yeah, DVB citizen. Yeah, says gents. Hey, man, yeah, hey, citizen. DVB, shall I say. Yeah, links are going to pop on, as I always put the link on. You want to talk about, but you're more Star Wars and Star Trek, but you want to talk about how soy the fucking Picard season is, how Soyd shit they're left with only fucking Soyd Picard. Like, fucking hell. But if you want to pop on and talk about Mandalorian season 3, welcome to. Because, yeah, Bob Chepek, I think he's been fired, hasn't he? So, I think Mandalorian season 3 is going to be the last thing that's worth watching. I think Mandalorian season 4. I don't know exactly, but without Bob JPEG being there and fucking Dave Filoni, I mean, not much support. Oh, Mandalorian could be in danger. Well, see what season 3 is like. Looking okay for what I see. So, a lot of changes went on because apparently Dave Filoni didn't want Baby Yoda, Guru, to be sort of like with the Mandalorian. He wanted him to go off training with Luke Skywalker, but a few fucking people at Disney said no, we want the Mandalorian with Baby Yoda. Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy fucking talked to the toy department, and the toy department were like, oh yeah, the Guru Baby Yoda is one of the best selling toys for Star Wars. So they said, no, we can't let you get rid of one of the best toy features. So he went, oh, hey, got a guest. Yeah. It's DVD.
These days.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, you got
man.
your, yeah,
You guys
DVD.
sound all right? Check
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
two.
yeah.
Check 1, 2.
No,
We need
yeah,
more masculine action these fucking days, you fucking bastards.
yeah. Well, they left you with, well, they left all these so-named bitches with Picard season 3. It's like, oh, I mean, there's gonna be all right bits in it, but because like there was all right bits in season 1, like there was some, but the storyline is totally fucking shit. That like our Star Trek so-called fucking fans watching it, I don't know.
Yeah, man, I haven't watched any of the Picard, but from what I heard of it, it was like bad from the beginning, you know?
Yeah. Well,
So why even bother, you know? And like it kind of reminds me of the people who watched Rise of Skywalker, even though they knew Last Jedi was like the worst movie ever, but they watched Rise of Skywalker anyway. You know, it's like why like subjugate yourself to that, you know?
well, I got out better to do. It's like, when you see some people playing like really crap sports in that, like there's a few, well, the sort of like sports in that, but they're a bit crappy. But it's because they haven't got, people haven't got out to do, so they invent like real crap sports. to like occupy the minds. And that's what they're like. It's somewhat so they can watch somewhat whilst they're eating their soyed fucking tofu. Well, hey, Tommy, yeah,
Tommy,
yeah. Greeting, mofos. Yeah, greeting, Tommy.
greetings, Tommy.
Yeah, and Mr. CCDV says, what's up, yo? Yeah, Mr. CCDV. Yeah, we're just talking about, well, I was citizen, he's sort of like agrees with me, like, how bad is fucking entertainment if all you got to watch is Picard season 3?
Well, that's the thing. It's like if it's bad, why keep watching it, right? You know, which I've been guilty of it too. I watched Mandalorian, you know, and I've seen every Disney Star Wars thing they've done except for Rise of Skywalker. I haven't seen that yet, and I refuse to
Yeah,
see it. But I
yeah,
watched
yeah,
everything else out of morbid curiosity more than anything else. It wasn't because I wanted to hate watch. It was more just what the like. I want to see how bad it is. You know, how bad did they?
yeah,
How far did they go? You know, like
yeah,
Solo, like horrible movie.
yeah.
Rogue One, horrible movie. Everything they've done, man. You know, it's all been bad for the most part. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Mandalorian, but I understand people who don't want to like even give it a chance. You know, I totally get it. My younger brother refuses to watch Mandalorian because he's like, it's not George Lucas. I'm not gonna watch it. You know, he watched Force
well,
Awakens and he was like, that's it. I'm done. I was like, just wait till the next movie, man. Luke's gonna be shown in all his glory and you know be a badass. But we got what we got. You know, so.
well, he did become a badass in the Mandalorian season 2. So
Yeah, he did. He did at the in the last episode. Yeah, that was
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
cool. That was fucking cool.
yeah, yeah. It's like fucking the Star Wars community fucking nearly broke down in tears over fucking Luke Skywalker manning up in. But even though it was only like a fucking 5 minute scene, there was
Yeah,
like,
it's just the build
oh,
up and the way it was done, and to see Mark Hamill like,
oh,
I mean, it was CGI, you know, but it still looked like him, and it was just like, it was very well done, you know.
hey, Tommy.
I think you guys need to
Tommy,
stop crying about it. Just watch it all burn down, just like I like to do. There's nothing better than a good bonfire at the old cinema, I always say.
Yeah, hey, well, I tell you some more. Bob Chapek, he's gone apparently, and he was the only one sort of like getting at least half decent sort of fucking entertainment going. So now it's
He was
totally,
not but a stand-in. Yeah, everybody knows that. He was a stand-in. They just wanted to get Iger out of the way for a little while, let Chapek take the fall, and move Iger back in like he was going to be the savior again. Like, give me a break. You can
yeah,
watch a lot of people post about this shit, OG Star Wars, open airlock policy, Steve Kenobi. They keep talking about, all these people keep saying, oh, well, this next show is going to be the one that's going to save Star Wars. And it's the same mentality with the people that are watching Star Trek. They think, oh, well, this
yeah,
season is going to save it. No, it's not. Have you guys not been paying attention for the past, 10 years as they slowly destroyed every last one of these franchises? Like, how many times do you need to get hit over the head with the anvil before you stop acting like Wile E. Coyote?
you're right. Slow clap,
yeah.
slow
Well,
clap. Hold on, hold on. I got to do a slow clap for Tommy.
uh,
Very
well,
well
it,
said, man.
well, it's
That's
like them.
exactly true, man. It's like like are people think it could be saved? Any of it, you know?
Yeah,
It can't.
yeah,
It can't.
but they,
He's right. You're totally right, Tommy.
yeah, but these poor cunts are like them other poor cunts in real shitty countries where they're drinking really filthy water. But if it's the only water they've got to drink, they will drink it.
Yeah, I've seen it, man.
Yeah. And Mr. CCDV says, I've watched the movies with the Riff Trek. Odd that they're still hard to watch. I don't even know what the Riff Trek is.
So, Tommy, how you been, man? It's been a bit since I've gotten to talk with you.
I've been hanging out, doing everything, messing with the shorts still, messing with the battle bots. Those things keep me extremely busy. I mean, I did run yesterday's stream for a while, and I actually did something different where I was actually running the battle bots live for a completely new thing, just to do something different. Because you know what, as much as I like talking about how bad they destroyed our franchises and talking to other people about if they have anything they're looking forward to, I think it was nice to just be able to unplug from all that and just do something that was just pure nerdy fun, and just played with the battle bots live, and had a blast with that. People actually got to name the new bot that I put in the arena. So I mean, that's what I've been doing, messing with that stuff, the figure reviews. I mean, you talk about people that get offended too. So I was out at the store, and I've been watching the downfall of Hasbro toys with all the garbage that they're putting out on the shelves right now. And most of it's based around that new Earthspark show. And it looks cheap. It looks like dollar store toys at this point. It looks like garbage compared to what they were doing less than a year ago. So I called it out on a short video, 1.5 thousand views, and about God knows how many. It was like over 50 some odd comments, which I usually don't see over 50 comments on a short video. But holy crap, were these people losing their minds over that shit? Finding any way they could to stand for Hasbro. I'm like, my God, you people are just so wrong, and you just keep going with it. Just like keep following everybody else off the end of the bridge. Why don't you?
Well, Mr. CZDV says, is the mouse too big to fail? Sort of. Banks haven't changed since. Oh wait, I think they keep changing. You see, the thing is it's a corporate, and so even if Disney failed, they'd still get some other sort of big company like whatever, like Nickelodeon or whatever, if that became, or Universal or something, they'd buy out that, and then, well, even though they got Nickelodeon, but they'd buy out whatever popular company is, and then they start making propaganda shit.
Well, I think the thing with Disney is they're actually sitting in a position where can they fail? They can absolutely fail, and they can go down, because we've watched over the course of 20 plus years, we've watched corporations that I never thought in my lifetime I would see actually go into bankruptcy, disappear, or almost disappear. I mean, you look at Sears. Kmart was on a slow decline for a long time, but they got in partnership with Sears, and they still went under. Toys R Us is another good example. KB Toys is another one that went the way of the dodo. Before them was Kitty City, and then you look at things like companies that I never thought would actually be in that position, like Macy's. I had never thought that I would see Macy's go into bankruptcy, and if it wasn't for the government bailing them out, they would be gone right now. So
and the music and movie stores, man. Like, remember Camelot Music and Suncoast?
Yeah.
Like DVD sale. Like, you don't have a physical media. You don't have many physical media stores anymore.
No, the only one I know that's left that's doing it right, and I go there as often as I can, which is not often enough, because the closest one is like a 35-minute drive away, which is not horribly bad considering where I'm at, but is FYE.
FYE, what is that?
It's basically they have DVDs, they have some collectibles, they have like the oddball stuff that go along with some of the collectibles, like they might have some shirts, socks, hats, and stuff like that, is like apparel and everything. But their bread and butter has always been like DVDs and stuff like that. So they have a huge collection of DVDs, not only new but used. So you might be able to find stuff that you haven't seen on a spinner rack or in anywhere else in a very long time.
Remember Tower Records?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to one where they have like DVDs and like
Yeah, Mr.
CDs and
CDV.
records,
So,
all like wall to wall. Those were the
yeah.
days, man. I miss that. Yeah.
He's saying no one thought that Tower Records would go down. And he's asking if he can join us, but he's been drinking. Well, yeah, you can pop on, but like, yeah, if you start swearing or something, I might have to chuck you backstage if you start like going a bit too sort of big. But yeah, pop on and that.
We just asked for no dry heaves on the panel. No dry heaves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, like it's one of them where if I think like you're a bit too pissed and you're not entertaining because
And also, don't
if you're
heat
too
on the
pissed.
panel.
Well, I would say if you're real pissed up but you're entertaining, then I'll leave you on. But if you're real pissed up and you're not entertaining and you start getting irritable, then yeah, I'll just chuck you backstage. But yeah, well, come on though. But I'm gonna say about Disney though, they have got like a tax sort of like breaks and all that shit, and so Disney can like
Oh yeah,
claim
you're
some of the
talking
money
about
back.
the Reedy Creek thing with Ron DeSantis, right? Where they could govern themselves, but they can't anymore.
Yeah, they were basically, not only were they self-governing, and I've actually talked about where the downfall of this bill he's passing could wind up hurting people too. So while the idea of Disney paying their own fair share of taxes and not being self-governed anymore is a great idea, the downfall actually winds up coming into effect where Disney actually has, where it's not an actual police force, it is like a security force that works like police within the confines of the Reedy Creek project area. And they also have their own EMS. They also have their own fire department, which they pay for.
So now is the taxpayers going to be paying for all that?
Right. That is part of the problem. That's what they're trying to figure out, how they're going to wind up doing that, because that would revert back to whatever county winds up getting control of Reedy Creek. So whatever county or municipality winds up getting control of it, they're going to be responsible for EMS. They're going to be responsible for police force, and they're going to be responsible for a fire department.
So tell me, you live in Florida, right? Like,
yeah.
if I remember right, like you don't live by all that, do you? Or
no, I'm like 3 hours away from that. I'm on the West Coast. I'm near the Gulf of Mexico. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, do you know where Port Charlotte is, or have you been there?
Port Charlotte, yeah, it's about an hour or so south of me, I think it is.
Is it nice?
It's not bad. It's nice down there.
I'm seriously considering moving to Florida.
If you could deal, see, the one problem with a lot of people, especially if they're from up north, they come down here, they can't deal with the heat. The heat can be oppressive for people that are not used to heat or don't like heat. I personally love heat. It's better for my back and everything like that. So, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. My daughter, on the other hand, when she lived down here with us, she lost her mind over the heat and she had to move.
Well,
she wound up moving back up to Pennsylvania.
It's the humidity where some people can be all right with the heat, but it's when it's so hot you can't breathe. That the humidity is so like high that you can't breathe.
Yeah, it's like being in a sauna or something.
Yeah. So some people can't hack it. I guess we're all right in the UK because we can have really hot summers and really cold winters. So if you get like a bit bored of one of them, like the other one's coming shortly. So yeah, like don't ever complain about too much sun in the UK because it's going to be winter soon and that. And so, but yeah, we had like a few, but we only get about like maybe a month where it's like really humidity and that, and like you just like proper where you can't really do much. Well, you can if you're fit, sort of thing. But it's like with the footballers, the soccer players, and that, where the players who play in hot countries and that, they're more fit because they're used to playing in low oxygen, or people in high places where the oxygen level's low, the more fit. because they do a machine where you stick it in your mouth and it sort of like stops you breathing like fully, but your lungs get used to it and that, and so when you start training without it, you feel fitter.
So, hey, Tommy, how has the recent hurricanes affected you where you're at? Like, have you been all right? Or
no, yeah. Where I'm at, yeah. I took I took Stripe out there, one of the guinea pigs, and he did a report on the what was that, the Hurricane Ian that came through. So I know everybody says Ian, but there's no E in it, so I say Ian.
Dude, remember that?
That's how that Sharknado guy pronounces his name, right?
Dude, yeah, exactly. That's who I'm talking about. I was just about to say that, Mr. CCDV. You totally sparked my memory. Ian Zering from 90210. He's friends with my younger brother. Like, they're actual friends. I've met him.
Really? That's impressive.
Yeah. And he goes by
I've
Ian.
been watching that show since it was brand new.
Yeah.
Sorry, I may be on a 1 second delay here. If
nice to meet you,
had to switch from Cat 6 cable to Wi-Fi.
But Action Man Gaming, it says, I'm Action Man Gaming, and I've got some friends and some phonies, some haters, and some homies. Real poem.
I think that's the thing. With social media in general, I mean, you're going to wind up having that regardless. And you might wind up with people that you think you're friends, and then they might get on your nerves later on. So
the other thing is, though, too, Tommy, over time, like, you will know who your friends are online. Like you and I, or like me and Jens, or John Talks, or Nina, or any of those old people. Stig, Raging Rhino, all those people.
Wow, I can change the little bits that are underneath the name. I don't do a lot of streaming.
Play the cricket string.
Well, they brought it in. I think it's for if you're doing like a business sort of like conference call. And so you'd put like deputy manager or store manager, underneath your name.
Of course, our ridiculous people who just do basic nerdgasm stuff. We're like, yeah, we can put anything we want under here.
Yeah, for streamers, yeah, you put fucking whatever. Yeah. Well, I'm not a nerd. I know about nerdy and geeky shit, but I'm not one, because that's what with me with the community is. I'm a bit of an outcast because I say things that nerds and geeks can't say. Like, Wonder Woman was designed for women. Like, they can't say that. Well, I can, because I don't.
When it comes down to
the first one or 1984.
The first ever Wonder Woman comic, right? What happened was
the comic.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman wasn't around until they thought, right, well, these dudes, they're liking Batman and Superman. Maybe we should try and get the women involved. We'll do a comic book called Wonder Woman, and we'll get the women to read comics and that. Well, some of them did, but most of these Soy Nerd bitches was reading it, right? And they know this, and they hate the fact I always bring this fucking fact up, and they know it's a fact. And anyone who knows about comic books knows this.
I do hate to tell you this, though, Jens. I mean, as far as the idea of Wonder Woman and Miss Liberty and Marvel, they weren't created to bring female readers into comics. If that's what you think, you're actually wrong, because there were female comics aimed at girls well before those characters were ever created.
Yeah, but they wanted them to.
Those characters were, for the most part, used as fantasy women for the men who drew them.
No, you're thinking that the fucking DC was like, oh yeah, let them read Bunty comics. No, there was like shit. We need that female audience. There's a female audience there, and we know we can get them by doing Wonder Woman. And they originally thought this should bring in more females, but it didn't. It just got it brought in probably a few females, but it didn't bring in as many as it hoped. And so.
Jens, wouldn't you think most women would want to see a strong masculine hero on screen rather than a strong feminine hero, like a female? Most women would probably rather see a man.
Well,
like,
I would think that.
Yeah, but DC didn't care, did they? There was like, right, well, we need to write comic books, right? And we don't care what it's about as long as it's going to get readers. And so you can do it about anything. And so they thought, right, well, these dudes, they're like thinking they're like fantasy of being Batman or Superman. Well, we'll see if women will have their fantasy of being Wonder Woman. But it was like, no, dudes started reading it thinking they'd be Wonder Woman. But that's how it originated, and they hate that fact. But it's true. So,
well, yeah, I'm a movie watcher. And so I watched that movie about the creator of Wonder Woman, and he did it based on his own personal life and a lot of the first few seasons of Wonder Woman, if I understood the movie correctly, were more about do I get to say whatever?
Yeah.
It was more about bondage. It was more about bondage and domination than it was about super empowered female superhero.
Yeah. Well, like it was sort of like
that's why men started reading it.
Yeah, well, it was a case of like, what shall I give this woman superpowers? Oh, give her like fucking sort of like rope and some bracelets, and that hopefully the women will go for the ropes and bracelets, because we know like women like bracelets, and they don't mind tying up people with rope. But it was like, no, with their psychology, the dudes are all like, oh yeah, Wonder Woman could tie me up. I'd tell her all my fucking truths. I love you.
I don't know.
I love you, Linda Carter.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, it's me, Citizen. Have either of you seen the Wonder Woman movie? I have not seen it.
I saw number one.
The one where they were talking about the creator of the comic. Yeah.
I haven't seen
the dude
seen
that
either.
Was a sub.
Are they good or not? Is it worth a watch?
I don't know if you know the difference. Oh, the Wonder Woman movies, the ones with Gal Gadot. Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I love the first
Are they good?
one. The second one, not so much, but the first one I liked.
I had a bit of a problem. I had a bit of a problem with the first one, just in it took like a pretty huge departure from what was supposed to be established for the original character. There was a huge departure from that. I'm not saying it was horrible, but I'm just saying it was a bit of a departure, and I know that's always going to happen with movies. But I mean, it threw me off a little bit of why they changed like the time that when she's actually introduced. Because, a lot of those things were just odd, because originally when she was introduced, she wasn't introduced in, as part of like World War II. It was before that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It was like,
World War One. I'm sorry, the first Wonder Woman movie takes place in World War One. Although I do believe the comics started her even before that. But I don't really know, because I never actually read comics. So...
yeah, well,
unless they were given to me for free.
Yeah, well, they tried to update it and that, but probably no, because with these movies, they always like to get that 25% difference in, and so it'd be like, oh yeah, well, no, this is our Wonder Woman who started off in World War One, in World War Two, not World War One. 25% difference. Oh shit. Oh,
I'll tell you what, though, Citizen. If you watch the first one, it's okay. I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't bother with the second one.
Yeah,
All
well,
right. Yeah.
the,
Cool.
the first one is okay to see Gal Gadot's fucking ass. There's a scene in
Really?
it where
That's
she
why?
slides. She slides along the floor, leg sweeping 2 or 3 guards, I think, and that. Well, anyway,
Nice.
you don't have to look
So-
that closely because it's nearly a big close up on her ass, and it's
See,
like,
that's-
oh yeah. But the ending's really shit. Oh, the ending's corny as fuck. The
Oh
ending.
no!
I
Don't
was
spoil it, man.
laughing.
Don't spoil it.
No, I won't spoil
Don't
it.
spoil it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it though. I'll watch it before the next time we talk
I'm
again.
sorry.
Listen,
I'll watch
I
it.
won't. I
I
won't
thought you
spoil
were
the
watching
ending.
it for her ass.
I'll let the film do that because fucking it is so comical. The ending, you'll be like, oh yeah, oh how did this get a number 2 for female action? It is going to be a bit shit because most of number 1, Chris Pine, he's sort of like
or not Hemsworth, Chris Pine, the tree guy.
Yeah. He's doing Captain Kirk in it. He's doing some of the action. He's sort of like, and some other dudes, because like, there is a good like action scene where there's like 4 dudes and Wonder Woman, so like taking out this base and that. And obviously, because Wonder Woman's a fucking Amazon goddess, she's like kicking ass and that, you know. So,
See, all I remember
she's
from
thousands
the
of
old
years
days
old
of
and
Wonder Woman.
all that stuff.
well, she's got like superpowers, hasn't she? She's like fucking like got super strength and that, and so when she's beating the shit out,
and she has an invisible jet. Don't you remember that from the old cartoon?
Yeah, but you don't.
That's in the second movie. Ignore the second movie altogether.
Really?
But
The
that's
second
in the
movie
second
has
movie.
the invisible jet.
Yes.
No. In number 1, she's just kicking ass, but
Crazy.
It's one of them where because she's got superpowers, it's believable. Well, believable in superhero films that she can kick ass, those asses like that because yeah. But
did you ever wonder?
May I ask a question? May I ask a question, Citizen 333? Are you that poor little bastard that was sitting at the console and Dark Helmet used his ring against you?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
yeah, okay, calm down, see, Mr. CDV. Yeah, we don't get personal like that. Anyway, wait there.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what I was about to say
I don't.
Do you remember Wonder Woman flying through the sky in her invisible plane, but she was not invisible, but her plane was? So it's like just Wonder Woman cruising through the sky.
In the
down.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cartoons
right.
back in the day. Those were awesome.
Did you see that skit? I forget what it was on, but you see Wonder Woman sat down and like Superman like flying along. It's like, hi, Wonder Woman. She's like, I'm having a shit or something. Because you can't really tell.
Really? Don't use the latrine in the invisible jet. For God's sake, don't use the latrine in the invisible jet.
No, it was Wonder Woman having a shit.
It's like, if you're an invisible jet, why wouldn't you be invisible? It makes no sense, right? Like, Wonder Woman should have been invisible as well.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Andy.
On the other hand, if you have nothing to be ashamed of, you can use the latrine in the invisible jet. Just make sure there ain't too many women watching.
Yay.
No, it was Wonder Woman using the fucking toilet. She wouldn't have a latrine in her jet because she's a woman. And even in dudes' jets, you don't have a latrine because you fucking haven't got that space. But anyway, Andy, he says, Pedder, you dirty old man. Ha ha ha. There's no dirty old man about fucking paving over Gal Gadot. She's well in her 20s. I think early 30s maybe now, but she was well in her 20s when she did fucking. Yeah. And Sasha McSplair saying, "Hey yo, yes, Sasha, say fucking
Slasher."
What's up, Slasher McSplitter?
Yeah,
what up?
Open his audio's working, but I don't know. Fucking It's not looking good because.
Well, you know what? Under James Gunn,
Oh.
how much you make a bet you're going to get something that you never wanted? You're going to wind up getting the Wonder Twins. Just think about that translation to the movie screen. Form of a bucket of water.
Dude, Tommy, to that point, I'll tell you what, man. I love the Guardians movies. 1 and 2, I thought they were really good. But from what I've heard, what he's doing with the DC universe, I have no interest. He's gonna Ryan Johnson it, man.
Well, you know what? I've
be
said
bad.
that. I've said that same thing, Citizen, about the Guardians movies. I thought that they were fairly well done, considering they took what was the original Guardians cast, which was a very lesser known cast in the comics, and it actually changed a few times over the years. And he completely rewrote it and did his own thing, but he made it work. He did make it work, and it was entertaining for what it was. Unfortunately, some of the shit that he started including in stuff like in Suicide Squad, the stuff that he was doing, he let those guys run with Peacemaker on that show. Like, he really does send up a lot of warning flags. And I mean, let's not even get into the weird fetish parties he's had with kids' outfits and people in diapers
and his horrible tweets.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to be seeing more little boy extras in the DC movies now.
It's like he's a great director, but he's a scumbag in real life. It's so weird, man. Like, you would think like celebrities or like famous people, the way they're portrayed, they would be good, decent, honorable people, but they're not for the most part. They're scumbags. When you see who they are and how they act in real life, then most of the time it seems like they're not good people. But
I don't know who you are, punkard, but are you taking a shot at me?
Are you taking a shot at both of us? What are you doing? Come on, kill me! Do it!
Do it now!
Now, come on! Hello, Jens.
Yeah, no, the psychopath. Glad to. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on. I am the gummy bear of Candy Cornia. Actually, not anymore. Now I just bang my Mexican maid until people to get the jab or die.
Yeah.
The Mexican maid is not available anymore.
Remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the fucking governor? That's crazy.
The governor too.
He was actually in a governor.
So was Ronald Reagan. He was an actor. He was in Bedtime for Bonzo.
Yeah.
So why is
that is true.
Why is California Gun so lefty over the last 20 years?
Because a bunch of leftist communists tried taking over Hollywood in the 1950s in the McCarthy area, and guess what? It worked. But they're pseudo-communists because they're still capitalists. Okay, look at me. I own 20 gold gyms. All right. So I promote communism. So it's funny how you can suck the dick and spit out the cum.
Pseudo-communist. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, if you go back to George Orwell and you talk about Animal Farm, that makes you a pig.
No, but
I'm more like an eagle. What's up, Jens?
Arnold, you're married to fucking American royalty, though, aren't you?
What, Maria Shriver?
Kennedy's.
Yeah, to the Kennedys, yeah.
I forget who I'm married to every other day. I don't even know where I am right now. Who are you people? What are you doing in my house? Get out!
Yeah. Hey, well.
That's a pretty fucking spot on Arnold impression. That's pretty great.
The piggy. He does a pretty good one, too. I like the piggy.
I don't know how I wound up on a panel with this slack jaw bundle of sticks again. Thought I left your ass in the jungle.
No, you died. Remember, you got the big hole in your chest, and then I covered myself with mud and wrestled with a reptilian. And then I was really quiet on the chopper ride home, but I got to the chopper, so that's all that matters.
As long as you got to the chopper, that's what matters. Yeah.
We didn't hear the story how Dutch had wound up getting venereal diseases from that girl on the chopper ride.
I love Mexican ladies. Oh, wait, she was Guatemalan from El Salvador. Whatever, she's Latina. I love it. Her breasts weren't as big as my maid, but they were fun. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, how shit fucking the Picard season 3 is.
Oh no, I don't trust Gary. I know some people like Nerdrotic, and that's fine if they do, but I'm not watching season 3. I don't. I already got shit on in season 1 and 2. I'm not gonna put my face under the asshole again and ask for thirds.
Yeah, but the thing is,
As
though,
an Austrian, you're supposed to put your face under the asshole and wait for thirds.
No, I do the shitting. I'm the top, not the bottom.
yeah. Well, anyway,
Nine. You're the Scheiße receiver.
What, Jens? What?
well, you oh, I forgot. Fucking.
But dude, it goes back like what you guys were just talking about. It goes back to what Tommy was saying. Is why even bother? We know these franchises are ruined. Why watch the new shit? It's just going to be more shit. Why?
It's a perpetuation of the same problem. I mean, the minute you keep watching this, you are giving them money, and you're saying it's okay to keep making this kind of trash because they
Right.
lure you in. They lure you in with the clickbaity stuff. They lure you in with the feels and the member berries, and once they get you in, then they give you more of the trash. But now you feel like you're already invested because they gave you something halfway decent that you feel like you've got to stand for that show now and say, oh, it's still great. It's still great, even though it's garbage. And you go back when you were talking earlier about people that are, dying of thirst in the desert. Well, I think Eddie Murphy said a great one of his stand-ups. If you come across somebody that's starving and you give them a Ritz cracker, they're going to be like, hey, was that like a saltine or what was that? That was great. No, that was a Ritz. That was a Ritz. That was the best cracker I ever ate in my life. Right there. That's pretty much what you get with these people right now.
Yeah.
Well, they are doing
well said.
Yeah, they are doing a bit of a sort of like wife beating technique where they'll slap them around with shit storyline where they've killed off fucking like Picard and they made everyone else get their ass drilled out. But then
you know what I'm waiting for, though, Jens? I'm waiting for all these abused housewives that are watching all these shows. I'm waiting for them to finally come to the realization that they've been duped, and you're going to have a massive burning bed effect with all these people as they go after these companies.
Well, I think like some desperate housewives, they don't care. They just need some love, and so they get getting a little sort of like I don't know, fucking a pair of shoes or a new dress by like seeing fucking Rackard shoot some fucking
just to keep him around.
Yes.
Yeah. And so they know that they're gonna end up worse. But as long as they're getting little treats here and there, they're like, oh yeah, I'm still gonna be watching season because what you say, Arnie? Fucking Soy Nerd fucking is watching fucking Picard season 4.
Oh, one of your favorite people in the whole world is watching Picard season 3 and the critical drinker. He says it's good. He tells everyone to watch it.
You think Jens is a fan of? You think Jens is a fan of Critical Drinker? Are you new?
Oh yeah.
No, you can say that sarcastically. But yeah, fucking them soy cunts. I can picture the clip. Oh, I remember when I used to watch fucking Star Trek, fucking Next Generation, and now I'm watching this shit. But I know there's some soy cunts out there that will fucking view my fucking shit. So here we go.
No, you know what? I grew up with my father watching the original run. I mean, obviously it came out before I was born, but it was syndication. So I was watching all the original Star Trek with my father. I enjoyed the shit out of it. And then when the movies came out, I went out to every single Star Trek movie that came out with my father. I really hated the original motion picture at first, but after I rewatched it just recently, it felt so much better of a movie now than as I remembered it as a kid, but that's besides the point. But I watched all the subsequent series with my dad all the way up until I even watched Enterprise with him, and the only one I couldn't stand out of all those series is I did not like Voyager. I tried to watch Voyager over and over again. I cannot get into that one. There was something about the way those characters were in that.
Was that the
show.
one after Deep Space Nine? That's the one.
Yeah,
after
that was right
bad,
after
man.
Deep Space Nine. Yeah, I did not like that one.
That's where I cut off Star Trek
Seriously,
too, man.
talking to
Totally.
the Star Trek nerds out there, it's like a nightmare trying to explain why Voyager was so bad. It's like we could get home, but we can't do it because it's not moral, so we're not going to go home. Oh, look, there's a Borg. Oh, look, we could go home, but we can't get home because going home would be immoral, so we can't do that. Oh, look,
but Mr. CCDV, was it just me, or were the most interesting characters on that show Chakotay and the damn the AI doctor?
Yeah, and compared to
absolutely, you are absolutely correct. I hated watching everybody else on that show.
Fucking Star Trek Voyager is a masterpiece. I say some more. People watching Picard 3 would fucking have a fucking would fucking wank themselves silly if they got anything half as good as fucking Voyager. But anyway, Slasher McSplinter, he says the Batman was the final nail in the coffin for him.
Dude, 100% agree. 100% agree.
I heard this was full of plot holes.
I thought the Batman movie was fucking. I thought it would be
something you drive over
that
in
Batman
your pickup
movie.
Truck?
Was
Analogy for plot hole. Last Jedi. There you go. 2 words. Giant plot hole.
The Batman
okay, got it. Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
But the Batman movie had great action in it because, as I said,
Robert Pattinson's stunt double.
Patterson was going nowhere near any of the action scenes, and so there was going to be a dude who knew how to do action, and so some of them action scenes they were like spot on.
There was a dude playing a dude who was playing another dude.
I was just gonna say that, Tommy. You beat me to it. Oh, God.
Right there, me and you, simpatico.
Yeah. Get your cybernetic implants out of me. Hey, at least Voyager had the sexy Yahtzee Barbie with the blonde hair and the blue eyes and she tried to rape the chubby Asian guy. That was funny.
You know what? I like Paul. I like
you
Paul
watched the
from
first
Enterprise
2 seasons
better.
of Abortion, so you can't say that anymore.
I didn't watch the Picard season 1 and 2. I just saw reviews of it, and I only saw episode 1 and 2 for each season, and just went, God, this is shit. I'm really glad I didn't watch.
Yeah, I don't think there's any soy cunts on here that fucking has been watching any of the Picard.
I have watched absolutely zero of that. I watched absolutely zero of Discovery too, because you know what? I seen the trailers for it, and that was all I needed to know. I didn't need to know any more of it.
Well, at least Picard has been getting some action scenes in there. With Discovery, it was just air fucking pointing faces the wrong way.
Yeah, but I like Michael Burnham's hairstyle changes every other day, and it gets goofier and goofier. Not that I'm saying anything bad about black people. I'm just saying her hairstyles are shit. Oh my God.
Because like in Picard season 1, there was like a really good fucking scene where this dude just like pulled out a sword and chopped this other dude's head off with like a spinning sort of like slice. And like,
it's not that easy to chop a head off. Watch the ISIS beheading videos. It takes like 6 to 7 chops.
I actually wonder. I wonder for the new Trek from 2009 on. I wonder if anyone anywhere near the writer's room, even the janitor, if any of them had ever served in the military, because that bullshit in 2009 and that bullshit on Discovery, that doesn't work in the actual military. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You're arrested for doing something stupid. Oh, now you're a captain. Oh, congratulations. Wow, that's fantastic. Yay.
Well, the women writers, aren't they? Most of them. That's what I was saying. I was saying, if you let too many women writers in, it's going to go soy as fuck. So, if you have more than two,
I served with a lot of women. I served with a lot of
yeah,
women.
but
They
what's
should
the
have caught
fucking
that
writers?
shit.
What's the writers of action? No. I don't give a fuck how many women you served with. None of them, if you'd got 3 in a room, they'd have made shit fucking gaily ass action. Now, what you need to do is you need to, if you're going to have a woman, no more than 2. If you have more than 2 women, they're going to start making it gaily as fuck. And depending on how many writers, and I'm talking about big writer rooms, you know, when you got like 20 people. So if you got like, so it's like 1 woman for every 10 men writers, or like half a woman for every 5 men writers. And if you're wondering how you get half a woman,
Blair White.
Are you counting the soy boys as men or women? That's what I'm wondering.
Well,
are you counting the soy boys as men as women?
Girly men.
Well, yeah.
Girly men don't count as men.
Well, that's what happens. If you have too many women and a lot of soy nerd bitches, you know what I mean? It's going to turn into soy shit. You are going to get fucking She-Hulk.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to disagree with everything that you said. Picard, this season has been absolutely amazing. It is saving Star Trek. By the way, guys, if you ain't subscribed to Pigrotic, make sure you subscribe to Pigrotic, and we will catch you next time.
That's fucking hilarious, Tommy.
And be like George and give $1,000 super chat on Friday Night Tights. Yeah, do that. Gary will spend it on action figures or statuettes.
Gary won't. Only female fucking lead action figures. Oh, but he probably got about 5 fucking what was that? Some Angel fucking not
Charlie's Angels.
Full
throttle.
That robot thing. It was a female robot that was all CGI'd, so probably the action didn't look as shit. But every soy bitch was like, "Oh, someone fucking." And Alita, yeah, was it Alita fucking
Alita. I was thinking like, what the hell are you talking about? But Alita, I never saw that, but I know what you're talking about. The movie, the robot
Alita.
Riri Williams.
Yeah, I don't blame you all for getting that one. I wish I could forget it, but I was laughing too much at like these soy nerds being like, "Oh, Alita, oh, that's great. Oh, did they do a figure of it? No, did the fuck? How are they going to sell? Well, it was in a toy shop. No, of course they're not going to do a figure of it in the toy shop because boys won't buy it. They might do a figure of it in the fucking like adult shop. So dudes can have a wank over it. But
I want to see the porno version of Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
So, hey, was Alita a James Cameron movie? Wasn't that a James Cameron movie?
No.
Right?
Well, I don't know because it was Japan.
No
I think it was some in Japan where the fucking. I think they copied it from a Japanese fucking style.
Yeah, it was a Japanese manga.
Yeah.
It was a Quentin Tarantino movie because they wouldn't stop showing her robotic lady toes. Robotic lady toes. Quentin Tarantino.
Anyway.
What? Yeah.
That is a blast from the past. But I know none of these soy cunts neither. They're not talking about the film that Cara Dune, fucking Gina Carano. She did. No one saw that, did they?
That prairie or whatever it was.
One guy who disagrees with everyone in the community and says Gina Carano is not a very good actress.
Yeah,
not really no.
I agree with that though. She's not a very good actress. I mean, she's.
I want to fuck her in the mouth though.
Well, she's tough and she's a not bad actress, but she's not a great actress either.
Yeah.
You know.
I was going to say, if the action's got on it, like with Arnie, I hope you don't mind me saying, but Arnie's acting's not the best, but he can deliver the action.
Right. So. Yeah. Arnold's totally a shitty actor, but he's amazing. He's an amazing action star. So
No,
Yeah.
no, hold on. My best acting was in Predator. You got to admit, I did some good acting in there. With that part where I said, "You sold us out." Yeah, and then I said, "Yeah," again, and then I said, "So you cooked up a story and threw the six of us into a meat grinder. What happened
But
to you,
it
Dylan?"
don't matter. You know, when you get all these bids in your shows, it don't matter because it ain't masculine enough anymore, Arnie. You sold out and you're soy as fuck.
I was still waiting for your eyes to
Yeah,
pop
that
on
sounds about
Mars.
right.
I'm sorry, Arnie. That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't dug the ghosty Yens out in a while.
It's all right. It's all right, Mr. CCTV and Mr. Tommy pushing pencils for the CIA. It's got you a little string beanie. Yeah.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah.
Hey, you know
Oh, I
what?
love that movie.
Even I can't pilot a Harrier, so you're good to go.
Hey,
Yeah.
you guys remember that YouTube channel back in the day, Screen Junkies?
Yeah.
And remember
yeah,
when they had that?
Junkies.
They
I
had
used to watch them
like-
constantly.
like back in the day. In the comments, you say, "Please say this." So, Arnold the psychopath, please say this. Put that cookie down now.
Put the cookie down. Stop eating my wife's cookies. I know you want to have sex with my wife, Phil Hartman. Ha! It's ironic because your wife killed you and then killed herself. Ha! Oh, too soon.
Hey, Arnie, you got
Thank you.
Arnie, hold on. I apologize for the interruption, but isn't your wife a skeleton?
I don't know. Oh yeah, Callista Flockhart. I thought she was married to Harrison Ford. I don't know. We trade bitches like
I'm
Pokemon
talking
cards.
about your journalist wife.
Don't listen to Mr. C. He's pissed. He's just jealous. He's just jealous. But Arnie, you've got yourself a fucking fan here. Arnie playing Hercules was the top-notch acting. Come on, even though he got like dubbed.
That is true.
Hercules in New York,
That is true.
yeah.
That was a wonderful dub, by the way. That was an absolute wonderful dub.
Yeah.
You know that you guys remember that movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnie?
Yep.
Yeah. Danny's a tiny guy.
Never heard of it.
I like it. It came out in the mid '80s or late '80s.
Twin, yeah, fucking. It was like Arnie's sort of like comedy.
He was like a genetic clone, and like Danny DeVito was the offshoot of like he was like the
negative leftover.
The negative leftover. That's the best way to put it. Yeah.
What we used to do in the late '80s.
Like you had Arnold. He was like the perfect person. You know, that's like the premise of the movie. He's like genetically perfect, and Danny DeVito was like the spent cells, or like the garbage.
Yeah, he's the afterbirth.
But he actually became a human too. So
yeah. What we did off the set of that was when we were done shooting that movie, we went to my backyard and we put a big trampoline, and me and Kyle Withers and Jesse Ventura, we took Rita Perlman and Danny DeVito, and we do dwarf tossing onto the trampoline and see how hard we could make them bounce. Needless to say, Danny broke his leg, but he didn't sue me because he was on so much cocaine that he didn't even feel it. We had to tell him his leg was broken. He didn't feel it. Rita was like a cat, though. She bounced off the trampoline and landed right on her feet. She did the superhero landing. Kitty.
Yeah, that sounds like one hell of a party there, Arnie.
Yeah, dwarf tossing. He's fun. It's not just for Germans anymore. I let the big Polak and the big black man do it too. Wait, is Jesse Ventura a Polak? I can't remember.
He's American, isn't he?
I know, but is he a Polak?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, my point about bringing up
might actually be worse than a Polak.
My point about bringing up twins,
no, wait,
though,
I'm American.
was
I'm American. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm American. I'm not allowed to say Polak. You are.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Darth Helmet, go.
Go on. See, citizen, it's open for you. You might be cut out.
Oh no.
He's shy now because we caught him playing with his dolls again.
Yeah. Well, I'll unmute Mr. C. He's probably still talking. No?
I'm not still talking. I saw the mute button. I stopped talking.
Yeah, well,
Just
I was
saying.
letting.
You know, I'm
I
pretty
was
sure
letting
the Danes
Citizen.
are worse than the
Well,
Polish people.
Well, you cut off Citizen. You cut off Citizen, so I muted you. So Citizen, but then Citizen muted himself manually.
No, I'm not muted. I'm still here. I was just listening because no one wants to hear what I have to say anyway.
Yeah,
so
I
it's all
did.
good.
That's why I'm muted. Oh, he's been talking over fucking me, and I'm the host of the stream.
Yeah.
So,
I said I behave.
yeah, well,
I know. I had a point about something, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
No, the point was about the Twins movie.
Oh yeah.
Twins movie. Danny DeVito and me. Come on.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ani. Because the point was that was the first Arnold Schwarzenegger movie I ever saw in my life. I was like 7 years old when it came out, you know. And I remember my dad watching that, and he said Arnold Schwarzenegger is such a horrible actor.
Does he own 19 Gold's gyms?
No, he's not a great actor. It's one of them where, a bit like with Stallone sort of thing, where they needed to do the action because they wasn't gonna get by with their acting abilities.
Well, he's an action star, you know. I'm not saying I agree with what my dad said, but that twins reference kind of reminded me of that, you know.
No, but but action stars, right? Do them actors? Oh, like you can get like real good action stars who are real good actors, but usually action stars, their acting isn't that great, but they're willing to do action shit where they'll have to be physically in great condition to do these action scenes. And not only that, like with wrestling, they need to know the timing on the moves.
Well, you know what, Jens? I would say yeah to that, except for a lot of these guys are actually not hired for the abilities that they have, but more their look. I mean, look at the guy who played, Darth Vader as the guy who was in the suit.
Oh yeah.
David Prost.
You ever hear his dialogue for Vader uncut?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
What else was he in? The only other thing I could think of offhand is I remember he was in Clockwork Orange because he was the big guy.
What? Really? No way.
Remember the big guy idea. When he comes back after he gets out and he goes to apologize to the guy, that he raped his wife or whatever, and
it's in his mum's.
Put the guy in the wheelchair. Yeah, the big bouncer guy, like he had the big body protector. That was the same guy that played Darth Vader.
David Prost.
Well, yeah,
right.
They'll carry the movie.
That's nuts.
Well,
tell me, I had no idea he was in fucking Clockwork Orange. That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, like with actors and that, there is some. Oh, I saw bad that there will not have a speaking role. There will just be like, right, you're playing the bad guy that maybe might growl a bit, and that's it. just look very menacing, which is acting in itself. Like, but yeah, it's speaking because some people, in acting, you've got to be able to speak your lines, but speak them with feelings because unless you're playing a robot, like in RoboCop, where you're like, protect the innocent, uphold the law, but unless you're playing RoboCop, you got to put feelings. And so some actors don't know, like William Shatner, like his acting is fucking ropey, where he doesn't know which emotion to put in. And so, like, he puts in about 3 emotions in one sentence. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, and not everybody can be a Oscar-winning acting prowess like Tommy Wiseau.
Look, I'll tell you something. Arnie's acting when he's shouting to someone to get to the chopper is like up there.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
but just regular lines though. Like I'm telling you, Predator was my best movie. Predator was my only good movie where I did good acting.
No, The Running Man.
Oh, Running Man, yeah, that was fun. I think did I bang that chica afterwards? Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, she only let me put it in her butt, but that was fine. You don't need a condom if you put it in her butt. You can't get it. You can't get a pregnant in the butt.
Yeah.
I'm not John LaJoie. I'm not MC Vagina.
Well,
And you'd probably
if you look at a lot of those guys that were hired because of what exactly they look like and their on-screen presence, if you've seen some of the movies that they did that were not like big budget movies, you could see how bad their acting really is. I remember there was this one in particular where Claude Van Damme, when he was on top of his game, and he was in all these different movies. There was one called oh God, what was it called? Something like cybernetic or something like that.
Cyborg.
There's a couple scenes in there where they let him run with the dialogue, and he said some of the dumbest shit. One line in particular, he says, the girl turns to him, she says, "I don't want to see you die," and he says, "I don't want to see you." He said, "How do you say it? I don't want to see die either." Like it was just like these guys are not hired for their amazing acting skills at all.
Yeah, but that Cyborg, that was it was one of them films where they made it on the fly because I think it was He-Man Master of the Universe 2 or number 1 the
Lundgren.
Yeah. Well, in Cyborg, I think they was going to do a number 2, or if it wasn't, it was the leftovers from number 1, and it was some other film and all that like wasn't going to get made. That they combined both the sort of like props and costume departments, and they made a film Cyborg, and so that's why it is a bit because there's a different cut of Cyborg where it's real corny apparently, where they recut it into the film. That's how bad that's how bad the first cut is. Like the second cut was the cut that got released that you're like slagging off.
So the opposite of the Snyder cut then.
No, I think it's the same, isn't it?
No, because the Snyder cut is way worse. The Whedon version's bad, but the Snyder cut is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. 10 extra minutes of a Icelandic girl going and sniffing a guy's sweater.
To the
Sweater. Yeah.
And like that, he's saying Stallone isn't a bad actor. Just my opinion. No, he as I say, I won't say he's a bad actor, but he's not a great actor. He's Stallone.
I disagree. I think Stallone's a fucking fantastic actor.
Yeah, Rocky, come on.
No. He's one of the all-time best, man. Because he could do action and act. You've seen Rocky, right?
No,
you've seen Rambo. I mean, come on,
he wrote Rocky too. Remember, he wrote Rocky.
It might be all right.
He's a bit of a comedian too, because I don't know if you ever caught this. In Rocky 1, there's a scene where he's like looking at the wall as Rocky Balboa, and he's talking, he's fighting for a belt or whatever, he's fighting for the championship. And it actually doesn't say Rocky Balboa fights Apollo Creed. It actually says Sylvester Stallone fights for the championship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he put that on the walls like a bit of a joke. And so he's a bit of a comedian too. Like I think a lot of people they do take that away from him because he does a lot of the writing stuff too. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's
one of the all-time Hollywood greats, like true Hollywood greats.
No, his acting's good.
He's not woke. Good. He's not a dipshit. He's amazing.
Yeah, but his acting isn't great because I'll tell you why. Because Stallone is one of them actors who is really good at playing like Stallone. But anytime he tries to play out of his field, he can't really pull it off because he isn't that much of a great actor. He's not one of them great actors that you can give him a role and he can sell it. He can act though. As I'm saying, I wouldn't say he was a bad actor.
What's your least favorite role?
Well, Stallone.
Assassins.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Yeah, no, I like that, but that is because yeah, but she I forget her name, but she sort of like carries that film though. She is, but I watched this one. Al Gio.
I think Assassins was his worst film.
Oh no, this was worse. So
I haven't seen Assassins. Is it really bad?
No.
Like,
it's got Antonio Banderas as his nemesis, and it takes place mostly in a little square in Argentina or something. And
I tell you what, you know what I thought was a surprise movie for Stallone, and it seemed like a little bit out of his normal acting range, was actually Oscar. I don't know if you ever seen that one. It's a bit of a comedy where he's a gangster.
Well, I watched this one, somewhat Al Gio, where it was a bit like that Oscar, but what he plays a bodyguard where he's protecting this bed, and it's a bit of a comedy action, but yeah. It's not as great as I didn't even know about it, but yeah. And he went off, but now he's back on.
Actually, he did do a really good job in Copland.
Tonight's forecast.
I was reading the chat.
All the weight that he gained for doing that role too. Like he legitimately gained weight for that role.
Yeah, but his acting though is one fucking the greatest. I didn't think. But anyway, that's my opinion. Everyone, I don't know, because like most people don't even like Stallone.
Man, I like Stallone. I've always respected him. I can't say a bad word about him, really.
Yeah,
overall.
I'm not saying a bad word about it.
He's one of the few Hollywood people I can not say a bad word about, you know?
I'll tell you what, if you're ever having doubts about Stallone and, his acting, go back and watch Demolition Man again.
Yeah, with Wesley Snipes. Yeah,
yep,
fair enough.
Yeah, well, as I say,
that's a fucking dope movie.
Yeah, his acting doesn't have to be the best because he can pull it off with the action. But Sasha's saying people hear that Stallone's voice and automatically think bad actor, but he's not. No, he's not a bad actor. I'm not saying he's a bad. I'm just saying he's not a great actor. He's not one of them actors where you're like, right, Stallone, we need this part doing, and we know you can fucking just fit into that role easy.
And also, have you seen Stallone's 3 daughters in their 20s? Okay, I realize I'm old enough to be their grandfather, but goddamn, I want to introduce my sons to them because they're so fucking hot. But me and Sly aren't talking right now. He's mad about the time I took a shit in his master bathroom and forgot to flush.
Well,
I gotta say, I 100% agree with Sasha's comment on the screen.
Well, read it out then.
100% agree.
Yeah, Sasha Midland says, Copland, First Blood, the first 2 Rocky movies, great acting in those. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Stallone was the greatest actor in those films, though.
They were great acting for a guy who was like not an actor. He was a writer. He wrote the movie.
Yeah,
that was his first time
writer.
Can you guys just Google his 3 hot daughters? Hot daughters.
But anyway,
that's his contribution.
But yeah, but dude, like Sasha's right. Like Stallone is a great actor. He's one of the best.
Yeah,
with really hot daughters.
How many roles has Stallone been in where he hasn't done action? That's why I like Stallone, because he knows his action isn't the greatest, so he's going to have to do some action.
And he's got good sperm.
Yeah, well, anyway, Small Town Republic says his pet tail from the original Rocky movies were still alive as of a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Turtles last for about 50
No, they're
years.
still alive today. I follow him on Instagram, and his 2 pet turtles and his 3 hot daughters are all still alive.
Yeah, because them turtles are massive, aren't they? They're bigger than a tortoise. They're like about
You say
10
I'm
inches
masculine,
in
and you don't want to talk about hot women. You want to talk about turtles. Who are you, Splinter?
That makes me think: do turtles and guinea pigs get along, Tommy?
Yeah!
We have both in here. We do ride the turtles from time to time.
Do they get along?
Yeah, and Bone, is that all right, Bone? Say, yeah, Jens.
What up, Bone?
Yeah, and then Small Town Republic says
Bone's an
he
epic legend.
Yeah,
of the
he likes Stallone in Copland, which I didn't really, because apart from the end, the action kicked off, but most of it was just Stallone looking fat and fucking dumb. So
I want my sons to bone Stallone's daughters and make super babies.
well, if these pull up a picture of Stallone's daughters, I'll put them up. But anyway, Sasha, he says,
I'm on my phone.
Small Town. He still has Fluff and Link.
Dude, my 3 favorite Stallone movies of all time is Rocky 1, Demolition Man, and Rocky 2.
Yeah, so I can say Demolition Man. He was also awesome with action and comedy.
That movie predicted the future, you know?
Yeah. And Sasha says, yes, Tommy, beat me to Demolition Man. And Sasha says, yeah, what's up, Bone? And Bone said, hey, Sasha. And a smile.
Yes. Stallone's acting was good in Demolition Man. I agree with the piggy.
Jens.
Yeah.
Right. There's your thing you want.
Oh, I can't pull it up, man. Or I can, but I can't share it. I need someone to have this put the share, if you know what I mean. Because I'm on the phone.
You're trying to share your screen?
I don't have a wrench. I'm on my phone. I can't. I'm not on my laptop. I can't pull up
on my phone.
Picture.
Yeah.
Then I can put it on.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Rinse it up, bro.
Here we go.
Pop-ups.
Oh yeah.
So hey, I gotta ask you, Arnold, how and why did you find Jens's stream?
I don't know. I can't remember. I think. Tommy.
Did YouTube recommend it to you or something?
No. Tommy. He was on one of Tommy's streams, and then I followed the piggy pellets. Eat a pellet, make a pellet to Jens's channel.
Yeah.
Cool. So remember, you were the first person in America to buy an actual Hummer.
Now I want one of these women to give my sons a Hummer.
Where's your Hummer? Did you sell
it? It's at the shop being repainted. Okay.
Okay. The first Hummer. It's probably
I'm getting the mounted machine gun put on it.
It's got to be worth like $2 million or more, right?
But the machine gun, it's going to be a 50 cal, but it's going to shoot. It's going to shoot out COVID jabs, and I'm going to stand at the top of it and go, screw your freedom, and shoot people with the jab. Yeah.
So like you do a smoke screen, like hit a button where it's like just COVID jab dust, and everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody wants the COVID jab because of the smoke screen.
And Bone, he says Judge Dredd was his least favorite Stallone movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, you'll see the Angelo film. Some Angelo.
I like Dredd with Carl Urban. I love Sly, but that movie was kind of cheesy. I mean, it was fun. It's fun, but yeah, Dredd with Carl Urban was way better.
Wow.
Sorry, Sly.
He never took his helmet off.
Them both, but...
Yeah. He's the
Man,
real Mandalorian.
how the hell do you do such a perfect Arnold impersonation? It's like the best I've ever heard.
No, it sucks. It sucks. Okay, I knew a guy. I was pumping iron with him at the Gold's Gym, and he did it way better. Okay, he said he was the governor or something. I was like, whatever, man. Just put the steroids in my ass so I can fucking pump harder. Pump.
Yeah. Well, you're masculine, Arnie. You're masculine.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go down there, you pump iron, because, guess what, right? I was listening to some YouTuber, right? And he's a bit salty. And he said that there's no need to do any weights. And I
What?
was like, yeah, that's what he said,
What
because he was talking to his audience and that, and he knows there's some soy cunts in his audience, and he tries to pump them up, firing the meme cannons, but lifting weights is too much. They can fire meme cannons, but when it comes to lifting weights, he said, no, you don't need to lift any weights. And I was thinking, no, don't tell them that, you daft soy cunt. Tell them you don't have to lift fucking loads of weights, but you've got to lift some weights, or you ain't going to get any fucking muscle.
Why would you not want to do this?
Yeah, well,
It feels better than coming.
yeah, well, that's the burn, isn't it? Feel the burn.
This is the best
you-
dream ever.
Yeah.
You know, I love when all these meatheads keep lifting weights. It reminds me of the Batman. See, I wait until he does his big giant workout and his arms are all swollen and sore and he can't hardly move. That's when I run in and I kick the living shit out of him. You never get to see it of the comics, though, because I keep it out.
Yeah.
It's getting hard. I need to slow down. Oof. Okay.
Pump. Come on, guys. Pump with me.
Bill?
I already did. I did my 20 reps on each arm. That's good enough. I'll go downstairs and get a couple more beers in a few minutes.
My fucking dumbbell.
That was 1,000. I just did 1,000. Oh, somebody sounds like they're getting their dumbbells. Dumbbells, pump me all the way. Put some steroids in my ass and go to the gym today.
Arnie, why did you do that movie? Why?
What?
Tell me why you did that movie.
Because my son needed a new yacht, okay? What am I going to do? Be a bad dad and not buy him a new yacht? I love you, Jamie.
I'm sure if they do that movie, King Conan, everybody's going to run out to go see it.
Have my half Mexican son play Conan. Have you seen how fucking huge he is?
You know what? When they cast, oh Jesus, why am I blanking on his name? Aquaman.
Jason
Momoa.
Momoa. Yeah, when they
Jason
cast him as
Momoa.
Conan, it actually would not have been bad if they had a better script.
Yeah,
'Cause
agreed.
He has a good look to do a Conan. It was just a horrible script when they did that remake.
Yeah, and the one guy who got shot in the catapult, how his fake teeth kept falling out, that was pretty bad production-wise.
Well, yeah, and Aquaman, the first movie, I liked it. Like, even though Jason Momoa didn't fit the, historical representation of what Aquaman is or who he was,
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed the movie for what it was. But I don't know. What do you think? Was it bad?
The only thing I really didn't like about it is I really didn't like the fact that they didn't give him blonde hair. I mean, really, that's all they needed to do. If they would have gave him blonde hair, it would have been a little bit more believable, I think, for longtime comic fans. But
I agree. Yeah.
They gave him blonde highlights.
Yeah, but it was only when he was underwater.
Because, like, historically, Aquaman was always blonde with, like, an orange top and a green, like, swimsuit thing,
We lost the Yenza.
We lost the Yenz.
He was getting too excited. There was too much masculine action in the bottom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
absolutely refuse to do those reps because with the can open, it would spill on my head, and I'm not a big fan of that.
I need some muscle water. It's got steroids in the water. It's better than the water in Palestine, Ohio.
What a mess that is.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
My water's better than the water in East Palestine, too. What do you know?
I'll tell you what, I would rather drink my well water than to drink the water from up there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
At least
I feel sorry for the people who live around there. They need to get out of there, from what I've seen.
It's not easy to move.
Light beer is considered water, right?
Bud Light, yeah.
It's beer water.
It could be worse. He could have said that he was drinking some like a Duels or something.
Why would I want that flavor in my mouth without the buzz to go with it?
Yeah.
This is kind of a trip. Where the hell's Jens?
I don't know. But did you hear what ex-President Cheeto did? He went to East Palestine with like 20 or 40 pallets of water and a bunch of food, and he gave a bunch of money to people whose houses needed it. And what did Biden do?
Yes.
He went to Russia or Ukraine and sucked off Zelensky.
Yeah,
fucking soy bitch.
Yeah, well, I fucking needed to set up my camera and it wasn't thingy, but I've set it up now. So you saw, I can show you, Arnie. Like I've been pumping some iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jens went to plug in his camera and blew every fuse in his house.
Yeah. He's pumping. Oh yeah, pump. Come on. Yeah, we pump together. Okay. Yeah, pump. Pump. Oh my God, Jens isn't 500 pounds and bedridden. I can't believe it. Yeah. Pump.
I have to go get some more
feel the
beers to
burn.
pump with you guys.
Better than coming. Yeah.
This is the kind of quality content that I subscribe for.
Hell yes. Jens has tattoos.
Oh yeah, this is why I'm so masculine, because I've got guns like that. No one wants to fuck with them.
Yeah. He beats up Ali and takes his lunch money.
I've got to do the left arm now.
He's got to do the lap band. You're getting stomach surgery? You look slender.
No, off camera, because I fucking... So I don't have to take my top off.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's not get that masculine. Don't show. Oh, what's he doing? Is he benching?
I think it was 10 reps on each arm.
Yeah, do it. That's the first time.
Come on, 20.
That's the first time I've seen Jens on camera.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I have to show you, Arnie, what sort of pumping of iron I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I had this customer ask to buy all my free weights, and I said, screw you. You'll have to kill me. Come on, kill me. Take my free weights. And he said, no, bro, I just want to give you $200 for them. And I said, screw you, they're mine.
Yeah. And Sasha says,
He's saying it like me. Jingle bells.
Bells. Jingle bells.
Jingle all the way.
Oh yeah, jingle bells.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Small Town Republic says, as a kid, I thought Aquaman's orange and green suit was awesome. Well, I don't know, the green and orange clashed a bit, but there you go.
He's a fish man. He'll do whatever.
Yeah, Small Town Public says Arnold can reach the ceiling. Wow.
Well, my ceiling's not very high. You know, yeah, I'm in the den. I'm in the man room. So yeah.
Yeah, and a little sort of like.
Man, he's deadlifting.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Oh yeah,
when
it's
they-
a little weightlifter. I thought it was
Yeah.
or a T. But yeah, it's a weightlifter.
Did you guys see that picture of the guy who shat out his intestines deadlifting?
Oh yeah, but I don't want to think about that. Wait,
No,
read
don't
this
show
one out. Yeah, no.
Screw your free weights. yeah. Screw your free weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think I've nearly ripped my jumper because I like that expanding that much.
What's that?
What did you say? You ripped your spandex?
Oh no.
Yeah. Spandex is ripping all over, and it's supposed to stretch, but
Why the hell are you wearing spandex? What the fuck?
Because he's a superhero.
Yeah.
He's Super Jens. He drinks his
Oh, no.
spinach and then goes out and fights crime.
So what he does to make sure he loosens up after a workout, he has his spandex on, he puts his leggings on, and he does a little flash dancing.
yeah.
That's it.
I wear track pants. I like them. They're fun. I look like one of Vinny's uncles at a diner in my track pants.
Well, hey y'all, I gotta go. But Jens, thanks for having me on. Take care, Tommy, of course. Arnold and
Yeah.
TV. Take care, guys.
Closed
Yeah.
caption.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
yeah. I want to promote something before you go.
What?
Anything you want to promote?
Subscribe to Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Great channel.
Hell yes.
All right, later.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we don't want. Yeah, and Small Town Republic knows the score. Says Jens' shirt is ripping like Lou Ferrigno's is popping out of it. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you know, one of the things that I miss doing with all the problems I was having with my back is being able to go out in the backyard and work with the damn lightsabers. Holy shit. What a great workout that is as far as being able to build up your stamina and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, the lightsaber
Wow,
is
that-
basically sort of like samurai sort of like training, isn't it?
Well,
Right.
to a degree, I mean, depending. Like sometimes I go out there with the double-bladed one, and that's more like a bow staff.
Yeah.
It's got actually more weight than an actual bow staff, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
more like a bow staff. So I mean, you get like that full range of motion all up in your shoulders.
Yeah.
So
Well-
even if you're doing any weight training, whatever, you work everything out so you don't get stiff.
Yeah. Well, if you're doing 10 or 20 minutes sort of like messing around, sort of like fucking doing your lightsaber sort of stuff, sort of thing, it is sort of like a good cardio.
Oh, it definitely is. I've actually been out there for a couple hours working with
Yeah,
the damn
yeah.
thing. And
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
legitimately, I would feel the burn all through my arms and my forearm.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
just
you-
that much extra weight on there because those things are like aircraft grade aluminum. So
Yeah.
talking about
and
now.
he's pumping.
Yeah.
He's iron.
Oh, I thought he was pumping the maid.
Well,
No, I can't go to the gyms. They tell you if you yell, it's
He
gym
probably-
intimidation, and they throw you out.
He probably makes the same sounds when he's pumping the maid.
well, yeah,
That's
you know.
what until you
That's
just
how-
stick it around.
That's how hard you got to pump though with iron. It is when you feel the pain, you got to like push through it.
Yeah. Like the first times I started working out with the football team in high school, and they fucking puked. And they were like, "That's great, buddy, keep going." And I went, "Okay."
Yeah.
Fucking freshman.
Oh well, that's what happens though. Like if you want to put on muscle really quick, which Arnie he did want to do, but but there is too much where if you do it too you can fuck up your body. Where you've got to know that where usually when my arm starts like trembling and that, you know, because the strain is becoming too much. That's when I stop. But some weightlifters, that's why they have people squatting them. They go past that where they can't even lift it up because the squatter will usually do their last, well, help them with their last rep. But that's when they're like putting on muscle mass.
Yeah. It happens, you know. You just got to keep pumping.
Yeah. Well, these
Like when you have sex with the maid.
Well, some of these old head bitches have never been near a weight. That's why they've got the same physicality strength as a woman, which then they start watching female action films thinking, oh, yeah, women can throw men around because men aren't that strong.
I even had a customer. He said he thinks Gina Carano is on steroids.
Oh, she definitely is.
Oh, okay.
Because,
I wouldn't know anything about that. I've never done them.
Yeah. What?
I have relatives who are, my cousin is 5'10". She weighs 200 pounds, but she is all muscle. She's basically Gina Carano, except she doesn't, do ultimate fighting or movies.
Yeah, well, Gina Carano does roids.
Okay. Well, if you say she does, I'll take your word for it.
I'll say
muscle mommy.
I'll tell you how I know. Because if you have a look at Gina Carano when she first sort of like was UFC fighting and that, she's got a thin jawline. Look at her jawline recently; it's thick, and that's what happens when women take steroids. It makes their bones denser and that, and so the jawline protrudes out. So if you want to know if a woman's taking steroids, look at her jaw, and unless she's got loads of money that she can pay a plastic surgeon to file like the jaw down, then like she'll get a big manly jaw, and that's because they're on steroids.
Well, I haven't really looked into it. I haven't really looked into it. So I'll take your word for it, though.
Well, I have. Yeah. Well, I have because I was into my weight. I was one of them where I got to a stage where I had like two options to get bigger. I could either do steroids or do a lot of fucking time in the gym, being a gym rat. And both options, I thought, fuck that. So that's why I'm not like really massive. What?
See, I didn't quite understand what you were talking about, because I've always been a cardio athlete. The super long runs and basketball player and a triathlete and stuff like that. So I've always been the long distance cardio athlete.
Yeah, but cardio's all right, but it ain't gonna put on muscle mass. In fact, it's gonna do the opposite. It's gonna take away muscle mass. So if you want to put muscle mass on, you don't want to do much cardio. Obviously, you have to do some cardio to keep your physicalities and physical fitness. But doing weights, because like the thing with weights is, if you're on steroids, you don't have to really be all that sort of fucking knowledgeable about your diet and all that shit. But if you don't do steroids, you have to know about diets, and so you have to like eat a lot of protein. And there's two stages.
It is somewhat cold in the room, okay? And it's been a while since I've been in the gym, but that's 18 years of just push-ups and sit-ups, okay? So
but it's not.
That's not free
That's good
weights or
muscle.
anything, and I'm still a really good cardio athlete. And
yeah, but it's not big, is it?
I know you can see the smoke in the camera.
It's average. That is what you'd say an average sort of like athletic build is. You wouldn't say you was big, because if you want to get big,
I'm not big.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Because if you get big, you need to know about eating a lot of protein and lifting really heavy weights. Then, when you've got so big, you're like, oh yeah, this is the size I want to be. That's when you start doing your cardio and getting yourself. But you can't do too much, or you start losing your muscle mass.
Tommy.
Sorry. That's
Tommy,
why most fucking people do steroids.
How do you pump the piggies up, Tommy? What do you do? How do you pump your piggy up, and what do you do with the guinea pigs? Do they have a wheel they run around on? Okay.
Tommy may not be listening to us.
Yeah,
No.
He might be feeding the guinea pigs and that.
He said they make a sound.
That is a possibility.
Well, that's why I'm trying to engage him. I'm Jean-Luc Picard from The Good Show. Engage. What do you do? The Good Show. The one that ran 7 years and didn't shit the bed. Except for the Crusher fucks a candle episode. That was weird. I didn't like that one.
Did you see my subtitle? I'm a normie. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, so Dr. Crusher, she goes to a colony where she finds a bunch of her distant relatives that are from Ireland, okay? And she visits her great-grandmother, and her great-grandmother tells her, hey, don't light this candle, it's bad. And she goes and she lights it anyway, and then a sexy ghost comes out of the candle and has sex with her.
Yes, I do remember that one.
See, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a normie. I have no idea what you're talking about. I would roll my eyes on camera, but I don't want to keep the camera on right now.
It's okay. We're all bros here. Yeah, no, Jens is right. I mean, it's a lot of work getting pumped. I'm not very good at it. I'm kind of fat. I'm kind of pumped. It's hard. I'm getting old, you know?
Oh, but weights wasn't invented for old people, because it's where the older you get, the more less likely you are to run around the block a few times. So you lift weights.
Oh, Tommy's showing the piggies. Is that Rorschach? I love Rorschach. Wait, no, that's Spike.
That is Rorschach.
Okay. Yeah, I like him.
They were just bugging a little while ago.
I don't see a guinea pig in that picture at all. All I see is a butterfly.
What? No.
I thought
you don't get that far.
Rorschach ran back to the bowl. He's looking for more food. These guys don't stop.
I like the videos where they're chasing each other, Tommy.
you know, it is hard to catch them when they're actually chasing each other. Because usually every time I break out the camera, that's when they stop. Oh, they know exactly when the camera's coming out, and then they're like, okay, yeah, the show's over, we're done.
They're like little Joe Pesci's. Am I here to amuse you? What the?
Yeah,
Apparently,
that's why
I'm
I
here
bought
to
you.
amuse
That's
them.
why I feed you. You amuse me.
How many do you have, Tommy?
There's 7 of them here.
Holy shit. Did they stop fighting?
I've got 2 cats. I've got 2 cats and a girlfriend, and I can't stand it. So I have no idea how you're putting up with so many.
Well, yeah, no, the fighting stopped because I had to separate them. So yeah, 2 pigs have their own cages, and then there's 3 in one cage and 2 in the other. So.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel's Hot Topics. He says Arnold is the best action hero. He fights, kicks ass, and doesn't scream like Jean-Claude Van Damme. And Arnold is the best action hero. Fight, kicks ass, doesn't scream like a little girl like Jean-Claude Van Damme. So yeah, not only did he dislike Jean-Claude Van Damme in his first fucking comment, he doubles down on it. But hey, Daniel, did you see fucking Accident Man? Because last time I was talking to you, you was like, "Oh, I'm watching Accident Man now." I was like, "Oh, all right."
I'm gonna have to jump off, Jens.
Jeff, pop up and on to you. How you want to promote for you?
The only thing I know is Trina's going to be doing a horror show tomorrow on Trina's Heroes in Horror. So I forget what movie. I think we're doing Hatchet. I can't remember now. I'm horrible. I forget which one because she had changed it once or twice because she was accommodating other people that were actually watching the film. So we got that tomorrow, and then Thursday, Vinny and I, one of us is doing a collectible past. So. Stop by for that. Come by the channel, check out the BattleBot videos, the pig videos, or the toy reviews, and have a good time, man. Remember, if you're not having fun, what's the point? Never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. Always pleasure when I get a chance to stop on here with you, Jens. Nelson, good to see you again, and Mr. CCDV. It's been a while, man. Good to see you. And it was also good to see Citizen in the house, too.
Yeah, good to
awesome
see
see
you.
all the awesome people in the chat, man. Thank you for stopping in and watching Jens, man. Make sure to smash that like button too. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss CCDV.
I'm so glad you're leaving me with 2 people I can't even understand a word they're saying.
You're gonna get booted off the stream anyway.
Just have Google Translate up. You'll get it all.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Take care.
Later,
yeah. And Daniel says that's what I forgot to watch Accident Man. Well, that's because you're a soy nerd bitch, Daniel. I told you if you didn't watch it, I was gonna slag you off. You was yeah.
You should have watched it.
Yeah. Well, Daniel's fucking knows he needs manning up. He admits himself he wants to be like masculine like us, and so I said to him, watch Accident Man.
I think it was funny.
Hot topic. I mean, that's a girl's store.
Well, Jens is like the only guy on YouTube who calls his fans soy nerd bitches and gets away with it. They still keep listening. This is fun.
Well, he knows it is so Sly, the psychopath. He knows that if he's not watching fucking Accident Man, that I am gonna call him a soy nerd bitch, and he's gonna sooner or later watch Accident Man, and he'll be masculine enough to like get like sexual sort of fucking dates.
Yeah, you fuck Adrian. You know.
Yeah.
What service is Accident Man on?
Amazon Prime.
Oh,
You know, the second one is on Hulu, and Paulie.
Second one's all right at that, but the first one is fucking amazing.
I like the part where he puts the guy in the dress and pretends he almost gives the guy a blowjob, and then he hits him with the ladder in the second one.
Yeah, the second one's more comedy, where the first one's more sort of like gritty action, even though there's comedy in it in the first one, but the second one goes more comedy.
May I interrupt you, if you don't mind? I'll wait for your response. I know I'm like on a 2-second lag right now. I don't know why my Wi-Fi lags.
No, I don't.
Anyway,
but Accident Man. Best fucking.
I brought it up on my phone, so I'll watch it later on tonight. I'll watch Accident Man later on tonight.
Yeah, you watch that. Yeah. Scott Atkins.
The advertisement. The advertisement that came on before I could hit the skip button had the body positive females doing somersaults on a stage. I don't know what show it's called because as soon as the skip button was available, I skipped it. But I don't understand why body positive women's is a show now.
Oh, and I just fucking realized what you was talking about then. Fat women on trampolines.
Something like that.
Yeah, you were going on political correct. I was thinking body positive women. What sort of positivity?
Fat women on trampolines.
And then I realized, it's that American slang.
Body positivity. You could be a fat lump of shit and we'll still praise you. Here, take some money. Eat more. Go eat some Oreos with butter, Lizzo. It's good for you. You fucking Jabba the Hutt looking slut. Yeah, I don't mean to fat shame, but yes, I do. Okay? I might be a little fat, but I don't carry my gut in a wheelbarrow like Lizzo.
Yeah. And she's got pancakes.
Why do I have to push a tram in front of me and carry my belly and my boobies?
Yeah, since she has pancake titties. And put some strawberries and cream on them.
When I finally lose all the weight so I don't have to push the tram in front of me, what do? Oh, my boobies sag all the way down to my belly button. I'm supposed to be 80 when that happens, not 35.
Oh, she ain't gonna lose the weight, see, unless she loses some weight. But I'll tell you something, if she loses weight, she'll get half of her fucking fans bitching about it like they did with
Adele.
Adele, yeah.
Oh my God, Adele has a decent voice. She's not fantastic. And she doesn't look beautiful. I don't understand why Adele is so goddamn popular.
Well, she did like a few hit songs. Well, I think she had the writers in that, but anyway, she sung a few hit songs, and then her fans fucking got pissed off with her because she lost loads of weight, and then it was one of them where then people sort of like started liking her because she lost loads of weight and was getting shit for it. And so it was one of them where I think people like her because she was fat and then because she was thin. And because like she did like she sung like a catchy tune sort of thing that was getting played loads.
So it was one of those things where the women saw themselves in her, and then she lost a ton of weight, and so those fat women couldn't see themselves in her anymore and decided that she's not a good artist anymore. Is that the reason we're in now?
Yes.
Well, they didn't say she was a shit artist. They just said she was a sort of somewhat on the lines of a traitor to fat people. If you know,
doesn't represent me anymore. Look, my hair is still blue, and I'm still 400 pounds. So that means that she's really bad now.
Yeah, it was one of them where fucking they still probably liked her music, but they hated her because she wasn't like, as you say, like them. They couldn't relate to her no more. Bit like if fucking Soy Nerd Erotic started like pumping some iron and that, and fucking didn't read like Wonder Woman comics. He'd lose half his audience because they'd all be like, "Wow, what's the point in watching? What's the point in watching fucking what's his name? Fucking what's the point in watching Gary if he's not going to fucking talk about Wonder Woman comics?"
But Jens, he watches it, so you don't have to. Give him money.
Yeah.
Come on, give him money.
Yeah. He also got pounded in the ass, I think, in prison, so I didn't have to. But
He did say the first day he went into prison, someone yelled, "Hey, Blondie, want a bite of my sacked lunch?"
oh well, as I say, unless he fucking is some kind of martial arts trained expert and he's in his like Grasshopper, where he just portrays the fucking soy bitch sort of like persona.
He says he goes to the gym every day, but I don't see it. He still looks skinny.
One of my mates said he was going to the gym every day, and it's like, what were you going down there looking at the beds? Looking at the fit, having on the fit bed.
Or he was going to the Turkish bathhouse and cheating on his wife with guys. He did live in San Francisco.
That is wrong, dude. That is wrong.
Well,
I don't like Gary.
No, but right, the thing with Gary and Salty Cracker is they won't build muscle mass, and probably the same with the soy drinker is because they do too much coke, and when you do cocaine, you lose weight because you don't have an appetite, and so you're not going to be able to like fucking eat enough protein to bulk up if you're doing cocaine.
Wait, you think they do coke?
I refuse to make fun of other YouTubers, so I appreciate you having me on, and I appreciate that, but I can't stay and listen to people make fun of other YouTubers. We're all working our best. At least
well, they're doing real good because they're getting enough of cocaine money. So
no worries,
I
man.
don't know what you.
No worries. It's all right. I'm
out.
I'm
going to promote them before you go see DV.
Well, March 20th is the 20th anniversary of our invasion of Iraq. I don't know if anybody in either country that was teamed up to go into Iraq ever actually remembers that. But yeah, March 20th this year is the 20th anniversary of us breaching the berm and going into Iraq. So there you go. That's the only live stream I've got coming up. I may post some more videos, but I'm not absolutely sure I will. I haven't decided what format I like yet. So that's about it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, cheers, bump it up. This is CCTV.
Bye.
Bye.
It's just us now.
Yeah.
Hey, let's stop bashing other YouTubers now that he's gone.
I always bash YouTubers. It's like you're in the public eye, you fuckers. If you don't want to get back, we're a start. Salty Cracker, he admits he's a cokehead.
Oh, you can tell.
Yeah, on his live streams, he was so coked out of it. He said something on the lines of, "Whoa, lads, I'm fucking coked out my face. Yeah, we're gonna have a right good stream." And then I think he's probably had some shit from his missus, and so he's calmed it down. But there was one stream where I was thinking to myself, "Oh yeah, you don't want to incriminate yourself because like cocaine is a class A in it, and so it's still illegal. Like with cannabis, in some states, you can say, "Oh yeah, I'm stoned out my head," because it's legal. But I'm sure there's no fucking. But anyway, That's what cokeheads do, don't they? That's why fucking most cokeheads usually will stop because they get so coked out of it. They get into some situations where they're thinking, "Oh, how the fuck did this happen?" And then they realise, "Yo, you was coked up." Yeah, you thought you was really fucking the man, but now you're fucking in cells or whatever.
Yeah, you can get caught up. And you're right. Yeah, don't be in the public eye if you don't want people to talk shit. And it's not like we're denigrating their entire lifestyle and saying we hate them and we hope they die. We're just saying we don't like them, and that's fine. And if they ever said on one of their live streams, hey, we don't like those guys, Jens and Nelson are assholes, I'd go, okay, fuck you too. It's no big deal.
The one, because they're like one of these soy cunts that they portray themselves as different people because they want kids to view their shit. And so if they a salty cracker, he done, because that's why he fucking started shouting he was on coke, because he knows he's to an adult audience. But some of these YouTubers, they'll be coked up and all that shit, and that won't be able to put on any muscle mass and that. But they won't want to say to their fucking like channel members, "Oh yeah, well, I do go down to the gym, but because I do loads of coke, I haven't got enough of an appetite to bulk up." Even though, like, you can be skinny but still have muscle.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But anyway, all I'm saying is, fucking, you're out in the public eye, and like Gary, you can tell. I can tell. In my opinion, he's a cokehead because he always looks miserable and that shit, and then joyful. There's sometimes where he rather looks like he's on a coke come down or a coke eye and that shit. But I stopped watching him because he was a soy cunt. Because I don't even know, like, fucking why people watch Gary apart from to see what happens when you don't watch masculine action.
Yeah. Well, and also, okay, I know you don't like the drinker, but at least he edits videos. He records commentary and he puts silly cutaways. Okay, but here's my point. He takes time to make a video. Gary points the fucking camera at himself and talks, and people give him money. What the fuck? I wish I could point the camera at myself and talk, and people would give me money just sitting in my fucking bedroom.
Well, you could do it, Anna. You could do it because, like, that. I'm not gonna criticize how you do your streams. If you're entertaining, it's all about entertaining, and so like, how people say. But the thing is, though, is he's a soy cunt though, and it's one of them. If people start listening to people who think fucking Wonder Woman is worth reading, but the Punisher and Deadpool aren't, you're not gonna get any masculine action. That's why I was kicking off. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Wow. But I'm just on a fucking sort of like mission that to show everyone how masculine I am, and to show people how masculine I am, I've got to point out some soy cunts, haven't I? You got to like show the difference.
Yeah. No, I get it. And speaking of masculine action, I watched Missing in Action 2, the prequel. Holy shit, that was a good movie.
Yeah, Chuck Norris it is. Fucking.
Oh yeah, masculine. It was really. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I would say Chuck Norris masculine as fuck. People like start like making a mockery of him in like the 90s or whatever, when he was like doing a few sort of like dodgy shit sort of thing, but as actors do, because in the act, but fucking, and then people started like mouthing off like fucking, oh yeah, he's not that tough. But once he broke that dude's arm and beat up the other dude who tried robbing him, everyone like, oh yeah, no, Chuck Norris is an hard cunt.
Yeah, I mean, don't let Walker Texas Ranger fool you. The guy he's a martial arts expert. I wouldn't want to fight him. You know, I mean, the guy can defend himself. But yeah, that movie, it was only an hour and a half long, but it went so fast. There was so much action and so much stuff going on. And I couldn't wait to see that commander with the silly commie boots die at the end. And I thought Chuck was going to leave him alive after he punched him in the lung and put his hand up under his ribs and left him there. And then he pulled out the detonator, and I went, yeah, he's going to blow him up.
Yeah, yeah, fucking Chuck, you're fucking around.
Yeah. I mean, that black guy was dying of fucking malaria. He lied to him, said, if you sign this confession, I'll give him the cure for malaria, the inoculation. Then he just pumped him up with opium and laughed in his fucking face and lit the guy on fire. That was fucking terrible. What an asshole. I couldn't wait to see Chuck kick his ass.
Yeah, well, he proper played the bad guy, didn't he? He was like one of those fucking nasty, fucking psychopathic, fucking sadistic, fucking torturing, probably New World Order sort of like fucking. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like how the other black guy, he fucking redeemed himself at the end and faked like he was going to shoot the Italian guy. And then he shot the big fucking guy like 4 times in the gut and one other guy. And then they lit him up. But that was cool, you know? He died a soldier. He died defending his men.
Well, most of the film he was hated because he was like a traitor, wasn't he? He was like... He was being one of the prison guards against his own prison mates. And they hated it.
Yeah. He was a black Benedict Arnold. Now, I know he wasn't a traitor for your ancestors, but he was a traitor to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's like it was just a good fucking movie. And I like how Chuck didn't try to run away. He made them think he was trying to run down the river, but they went back to the camp and he set up the explosives. And I really wish that first explosion would have taken out more men, but damn it, he finished the job. He got him. And that other guy who ran away at the beginning of the movie, he found that guy too. So they teamed up. That was cool. It was just a good fucking movie, man. I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah. Well, like fucking, as I say, like Chuck Norris, he knows how to do, and he was in his prime then because it was in the 80s, and that when. Yeah, well, once he got into the 90s and 2000s, he was getting to that age where, like, he could perform, right, but he wasn't going to do anything spectacular like he was going to do in fucking Mission Impossible, where he's, like, down a river and everything and fucking proper really putting his body on the line because he probably didn't. He might have had one or two stunt guys for his some scenes, but most of them scenes he'd been because he definitely did the rat scene himself.
Yeah. Oh, he bit the fucking rat's head off. Yeah, that was great. Or he bit its throat out. Oh man.
Yeah, even though like the rat was dead when because like fucking it was supposed to be alive, what it in the film, but yeah, he's still like had to be hung up there and act like he was getting his face ripped off by a rat, which is pretty sort of fucking strenuous when you're upside down because the blood rushes to your head and all that. So kudos on the acting and acting upside down.
Yeah, and he looked genuinely angry, tired, and desperate. I really like all the just cold steel looks he gave to the commander. Like, I'm going to get you eventually, you motherfucker. Yeah. And he went back for all the other Asian dudes and got them on the chopper, too, and got them out. He didn't just get his own men out. That was nice of him.
Yeah, Chuck, he didn't leave no one behind.
Hell no.
He did. He was dead.
and he killed all of the guards and the commander, everyone. He killed every single one of them, and didn't leave it. Yeah, didn't leave anything to chance. That was fucking awesome. It was just a well done movie. You know, it was well paced. It wasn't ever boring. It kept you guessing as what could happen. And even though it was, you know, kind of a typical action prison break movie, it was still fun. It still just had that energy of just, yeah, okay, it's gonna all come out in the end, and it's gonna be okay, and he's gonna fucking kill these bastards.
Yeah, that's 'cause he's masculine. That's because he ain't no soy bitch who's fucking like, oh, we channeled under attack.
Yeah, and
Like,
also,
yeah,
oh, sorry.
Soy nerd. Oh, let's just read these two because Small Town Republic says, if you live in Portland, Oregon, you can say you are high on anything and get away with it. All right. Well, I don't know if it was in there, but yeah, I think it's somewhere where probably like, I think the crime and shit on the streets in San Francisco, I think, so there's a lot of crime and shit on the streets out there. Like, yeah, but it's still like incriminating evidence, boy. Like, that's what happens when you do like loads of lines and that in it. But anyway, and then Small Town Bro says, I am a fan of Nerdrotic, but everyone has their right to express a little good-natured love or hate for whoever they want. Yeah. It's not like I'm calling for him to be violently thinking. No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying leave that little poor bitch, because if you go anywhere near him, he's always with a soy cunt. He'll just curl up in a little fucking soy fucking fetus ball and fucking cry for Wonder Woman. I might have been exaggerating a little bit there, but
we don't wish death or harm on them.
No,
we just like to talk shit. Guys talk shit. Hey, newsflash. People talk shit about other people. Oh my.
Yeah, it's their opinion. I fucking have a problem with. Not with them. Well, I don't have anything personal problems with them. It's not personal. It's just that they're soy nerd bitches, and I've got to fucking call them out because that's my job. If I don't call out soy nerd bitches, I'm not as masculine as I think I am. So I've got to call these soy nerd bitches out.
Yeah. And like I said a couple of streams ago, I don't like it when the bigger YouTubers are on a stream with smaller YouTubers and they talk absolute shit to them. And the smaller YouTubers just bite their tongue because they're worried about the fucking pecking order. No, I don't give a shit about your fucking pecking order. If you're an asshole to me online, I'm going to be an asshole to you right back. I don't fucking care how famous you are. Fuck you.
Well, that's where you sort of like hit the sort of like point where it is Arkaraki.
Occam's razor?
No,
oligarchy.
Yeah, sort of like where fucking there's your top fucking YouTubers, and you can't go against them, or else you aren't getting anywhere near their streams. They are. In fact, some of them will even fucking block you.
Well, and also, I think there's also a little bit.
That's it.
Hierarchy.
Yeah.
Well, and there's also like mental conditioning. You know, these guys and girls at the hierarchy encourage anyone who says, "Hey," they say, if anybody is talking shit about me, they're obviously jealous, and you shouldn't pay attention to them, and you should block them or not watch their streams. And it kind of reminds me of what happened with the gentleman earlier. You know, I'm not talking shit about him. I just think he's been conditioned a little that, oh, you know, you're saying something negative about someone I like, so, well, fuck you. Well, you know, people don't always like each other. Not everyone's going to get along, you know?
No. Well, that's the thing. Some of them, it's like a gang, innit? They know that they can't fucking go out by themselves. They've got to be in a gang. And in that gang, there's a hierarchy, and they know their position. They can't go and say anything against the hierarchy or be on a stream when someone's saying something about the hierarchy. And so fucking they have to leave because it's one of them where fucking they might want to be a business, and if you go in the business route where streamers, there's like two kinds of stream. Well, there's probably about 3 or 4 types of streamers, but the two sort of like main ones are your ones who take it very seriously and want to make a business and career out of it, who will bow and fucking kiss ass and that to reach the top. And then there's the other streamers who don't give a fuck and they're just doing it for a laugh because they know that, oh yeah, like it's a bit having your own radio or TV show where you've got viewers in that, and so you can like, okay, like what I do, like just wind them up sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's also with the whole gang analogy. You say it's like a gang. Well, okay, the leaders of the gang, they don't have they're so consumed with leading the gang, they don't have time to go out and check everyone that's talking shit about them, that's in another gang or whatever, or independent. And so what they do is they get the underlings to say, oh no, you're talking shit about the leader of my gang that I look up to in the hierarchy. Oh no, well, I'm either going to tell you to fuck off and never talk to you again, or I'm going to leave your stream because I don't like it, or I'm gonna tell everyone to cancel you. Where if he had just stayed and said, look, here's why I like these guys, and let's debate for a minute, that's fine. We can debate.
Well,
but when you just leave, that just seems weird to me.
Well, I think you're not going to. It's like the SJWs. They're not going to debate you when they know they can't win the argument. Because he could have argued, but it have brought more attention to it. He could have argued for fucking Soy Drinker and fucking Gary, fucking Ned, fucking Soy Nerd erotic. But he knows that, like, the shit I know about them, that, like, with the Wonder Woman comics, they can't deny it. They're going to look foolish when fucking they're arguing about something that they know is not true. Like, he knows Gary's a soy bitch. He knows, like, he probably does loads of coke. So he's not going to stick around and with a critical fucking soy drinker. He probably knows, like, they're a soy bitch that do loads of coke. So what's the point in arguing for someone? It's like one of them lawyers, like, just like, oh yeah, just plead guilty. You know what I mean? And let's get out of here.
Mine's already made up. Yeah. Well, and the other thing is that out of the I watch it so you don't have to guys, the only one that I have respect for, and you can debate me on this if you want, and I don't like the whole I watch it so you don't have to mentality, the guys that do reviews and the girls that do those reviews, but one of the guys that's monetized actually uses his proceeds to work with local charities and with charities in South and Central America. Drunk 3PO. Say what you want about his I watch it so you don't have to thing. And yeah, he works for Geeks and Gamers, and I don't like those guys anymore. But at least he's putting the money he makes into helping with charities, domestic and abroad, so at least he's doing something with the monetization, with the money he makes. I still don't like that he does the I watch it so you don't have to review bullshit, but at least he's doing something with it. He's not just buying more fucking Warhammer figurines to fill his fucking nerd room with.
Yeah, well, as I say, one of them where if like they do good reviews and that, sometimes like you can like watch them and that, but it's just that, like, if the stuff they're watching you don't really have no interest in, then yeah, there's no point in watching it. But if there's some stuff like you're interested in, like, but Yeah, as I say, I'm one of them where I don't mind people do like I don't like I'll watch it so you don't have to sort of thing. But I'm just like, well, if it's too shit, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? There's like some things where if it's shit, then there'll be some good points in that, and you can like sort of like think, oh yeah, well they fucked it up a bit. But if it's really shit, is just so like, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? Well, I guess it's all a matter of taste. But all I'm saying is there's some things that like I'm not gonna watch because I just know that it's so shit. I don't even care
Yeah,
that shit it is.
like
With the
She-Hulk.
Picard. Yeah. Shield, Picard, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And I was telling everyone this and that. I've like stopped fucking because I don't listening, but it's just one of them where there's certain programs where you know it's gonna be shit because of the writing staff and the fucking people who's fucking starring in it and the characters and that. And so, you know, there's so much where you're like, that's definitely going to be shit. That's got no chance. It's not even got a decent actor in it, or not a decent actor that can do action. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, let's talk about some decent action, which was the film you recommend, The Feast, or Feast, just Feast.
You didn't think it was too female centric? You liked it?
Well, it was a comedy, so it was a bit. Yeah, it was a bit too female centric for my masculine fucking liking. But for a normal sort of action film, it was sort of 50-50, wasn't it? Sort of thing. It was going for the like, hey, look, dudes and bears can like kick ass in a like little country pub, a country bar sort of thing, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah. What did you think of Jason Mewes getting his leg cut off and his face ripped off from Jay and Silent Bob?
yeah, I didn't realize it was him. Like, it was real quick and that, and so like, yeah, well, oh yeah, the effects and that, like, it was really gory and that. Oh, obviously, the budget on it could have been better, but it's not a good budget and that. So there was some gory bits, but when you've seen like it was a comedy, and so like they didn't really have to go too horrific on the gore, but it was more comedy gore, a bit like with the Evil Deads, where there's gory bits, but with it being a bit of a comedy, like you know, yeah. And yeah, the old dude and all, he was masculine as fuck. He was like an old dude, I'd say. In fact, he was so masculine, he died like fucking heart attack whilst kicking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the nerdy pool shark guy with the gimp brother, he started out as a soy bitch and then manned up by the end of the movie. So he had an arc.
Yeah, one of them where fucking, yeah, there was like giving sort of like people names and all that shit through the film and that, because like, yeah, they're like backstories a bit like of like what they'd done and all that, and yeah, and the kid died, which I thought, oh yeah, I thought he was going to survive because they said, oh yeah, kid, really good chance of surviving. So you think, oh well, he should make it to the end. But he don't.
No.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers, everyone. Don't yeah, Feast, great movie. Yeah, and the other thing I liked, it was all practical effects. There was no CGI. They really had, people in monster suits with animatronics. They used real gore, yeah, the budget could have been better, but they could only put so much money into it because it was was part of a reality show in the late '90s called Project Greenlight, and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck hosted it, and they were willing to give a couple of million to a independent studio of filmmakers to make a movie. Well, Feast didn't win the grand prize. They were like second or third in Project Greenlight. So what they did was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon liked the script so much, and they liked the conceptual art for the monsters, that they still gave them, I think, 2 or 3 million to make it after, even though they didn't win. So, you know, that's why the budget was kind of low.
Yeah. Well, it was a bit more like comedy, what it like. So yeah, they didn't have to be, because like it was a bit of like a B movie sort of feel to it, but like yeah, with it being a comedy, you can get away with them sort of like B movie comedies, even though like they're sort of like A-rated sort of like films. Well,
Yeah, and it's funny too because it tricks you. You thought Henry Rollins, the Brock guy, he was going to step up and be the masculine hero, and then they used him as a battering ram and caved his fucking head in.
yeah, they did him dirty though. But but Rollins he'd have known the script probably before he took the part, and so yeah.
Oh yeah. Him and Jason Mewes were the biggest names in that. Now, one of my gripes with it though is they didn't show any tits.
Yeah, you saw a lot of cleavage.
Yeah, not enough titties though. That waitress, the blonde one, they could have at least showed her naked while she was changing, but no.
Yeah, you see her in her underwear, innit? But yeah.
Well, if you watch the second one, there's definitely titties in that.
Right. Well,
but it's even cheesier though. It's even cheesier. You might not be able to handle it.
Yeah. Well, masculine action, you know what I mean? It's one of them where if it was cheesy comedy, sort of about a cheesy comedy guy, then yeah, it would be top of it. But we're being masculine action, yeah. Like it has some masculine action in, yeah, but like it was more of a cut, but it's my fault really because I've seen so many films. Because you was going to suggest Kung Pao, weren't you? Or Kung Fury, Kung Pao.
Kung Fury, yeah.
That's another film.
Kung Pao is different.
Yeah, I've seen Kung Pao.
Yeah, I love Kung Pao, Into the Fist. Yeah, Steve Odenkirk. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like but Kung Fury won it, yeah, which I'd seen and saw. Fuck, now that is really masculine. That was a really good fucking shot. If I hadn't seen it, I'd been raving about it because that was like proper masculine from like start to finish, nearly that, innit?
Yeah. Now, my one beef with Kung Fury is the two hot Viking chicks could have showed more skin.
Well, would it be masculine action? I didn't even want the Viking bears being there unless there was naked.
That would have made it even better. Yeah, just them fighting naked with a little bit of fur around the neck and ankles and wrists. Yeah, titties flopping. Yeah.
But it was one of them where it was so masculine that they had to bring them in just so it was like, look, ladies, we do realize there is women in this world.
Women exist here.
Yeah.
Barbariana.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, but that thing, so I say it was pretty fucking good. Like I liked it, like, but it did have a bit too much female action in it for me. But because it was a comedy, they could get away with it because it was like, well, this isn't serious. Because like when that the blonde-headed bird who like fucks off at the end because she gets to the van when they do a Donkey Kong sort of barrel roll thing, and she's in one of the barrels and she jumps out the barrel, gets in the car, in the van, and she just drives off. But she grabs a shotgun and the shotgun's thicker than her arm.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, and like, yeah, like I'm not saying skinny arm bears can't shoot a shotgun because, like, obviously, if you like know the kickback and that, and so you know how to shoulder it and that, then like yeah, you can shoot a shotgun. But the way she was holding it though, it'd have probably fucking flown out of her arms if she had a shot it. But
Yeah, yeah. My girlfriend's arms are about that skinny, but she holsters it against her shoulder hard enough that it doesn't knock her on her ass, you know. And she puts her leg back. But you're right; she wasn't holding it right. You know that's Hollywood movie magic right there.
yeah, well, yeah, she's got it like fucking hip height, and she like if it's a fucking pool cue,
Yeah.
you know, like yeah. But I say it was a comedy, and so you can get away with it because in a comedy, females can kick dudes' asses. Like there's a scene where the dude he panics, doesn't he, and he wants to leave because he's got all these maggots in his fucking maggot slam thing that got, got at him, and that, and this bird like takes him down and that, and yeah, the proper where yeah she was like because the had her husband in, but he got killed straight away because it was a comedy where the masculine hero comes in, but he gets took out because he's standing too close to the window, sort of thing.
Way too close. And yeah, with the lines they put underneath the characters as they introduce them, it throws you off. Like, oh, this guy's badass. He's going to be the hero. And then no, he dies. And oh, this waitress is a pussy and she's going to die immediately. And then no, she finally sacks up.
Yeah, it was like written, I think, for like a date movie, you know, where the woman would be like a bit squeamish and that, and so she'd grab the dude, and the dude can like see some cleavage and action.
A lot of jump scares. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but I say so good. I still watched it because I am one of them where if I'd have got if I was shit, I'd have like stopped watching it, and then I'd have been telling you how shit it was and how far I got through the film before I stopped watching it. I was like, oh yeah, well, oh, I just turned it off. That's when I just turned it off. And it was like about.
Well, I'm glad you at least.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm glad you at least 50% enjoyed it.
Well, I'd give it out of 10. So like if 10's 100%, like I'd give it like a 6.5.
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, I mean, it like you said, it has an Evil Dead kind of vibe to it, definitely. You know.
Yeah. It was, like I won't recommend it to anyone as a masculine action film, but I would recommend it as a fucking action comedy film.
Yeah.
Because like, but as I say, because I'd seen so much masculine action, it is hard to like fucking name a film that I hadn't seen, and so fucking it was one of them where it was a film that I hadn't seen, and so yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of underground, definitely.
Yeah. Like,
sorry.
I would say because like talking about films that we've seen or not, have you seen Kung Fu Hustle?
Oh yeah, I love that one with the Axe Gang. Oh god damn, that's a great fucking movie. That's awesome action right there.
Yeah. Because I was going to suggest that to you if you hadn't, but yeah, good you hadn't seen it. Yeah. Well,
maybe I'll watch it again. Fuck it.
No. But you can watch it again, but I'll have to because I want to like because I know like look because watching one film recently It starred Antonio Banderas, and it was done like 2018, or released 2018.
Banderas.
And it's where he's a sort of like hitman, but it's a bit like the Taxi Driver, where he sees like a fucking, he tries to help this girl, and that even though it's like she's 16 or 15, but she's still like a girl sort of thing, isn't she? Like, and yeah, she gets like kidnapped. But I forget what the film was called.
Can you Google it? I can't Google right now. I can't open another window.
Yeah.
No.
I'll try. If I leave the stream and that, is because I fucking done something like fucked up. But
I mean, I can vamp and talk if you end up accidentally leaving the stream. Are you on your phone too?
yeah, I need to get myself a laptop so we can start rocking out and that.
I gotta. I am so broke I can't even pay attention right now. I'll get one eventually, but right now I can't.
Yeah.
Because the laptop I have is 12 years old and it doesn't support StreamYard very well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, might be able to do it here. It's looking like it's loading it in, and I'm still on the stream, so.
Yeah. You can do it. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah. I've just got to get his like Wikipedia sort of shit out, get his filmed. Because once I see the title of the film, I'll know it, and I know the date and all.
My favorite film by him is The Mask of Zorro. He has such a good character arc in that. He goes from being a street urchin to the fucking badass, the fucking man, the best guy in Mexico, the most masculine motherfucker in all of Mexico, Zorro.
Yeah, that's one with Anthony Hopkins, isn't it?
Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Anthony Hopkins. Yeah. Catherine Zeta-Jones in her fucking prime. Oh my God! Could you? See, I should have done what he did and gone for Hispanic women that are as hot as her. But instead, I went for the B team with my maid, who's not has a great face, but hey, at least she has great tits.
Yeah, he's still getting laid.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid things I'm thinking about. 2018. See if that goes. This is the fucking film. Fucking stupid film.
I hope we don't get any more little girls from what was the name of that country from last week? The little girl from Tanzania. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. She like knows about masculine action anyway now, because we were talking about masculine. So at least she knows there's a masculine action out there, and she probably wants a masculine man in Tanzania.
Oh yeah, because that's not easy living, you know. The women there don't sit around and eat bonbons and watch fucking Days of Our Lives. You know, they work hard for their families.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like women and men should be.
I think it's called The Enforcer.
The Enforcer. Okay, I'll check it out. That's my homework for next week.
Well, yeah, because like I think it's 2022. I just saw. So Like, yeah, it might be one of them where if you're not on the high seas, it might be like a couple of dollars, maybe. I don't know. It looked like it's been out like a bit, but I don't know.
Hold on, let me finish hanging these, and I'll check if I can rent it on Amazon.
Yeah, check to see because it might be a new film. That's a bit newer.
2022. Okay, so you watched it this year or last year?
No, I watched it this year, but it was done last year. As I say, Antonio Banderas. I didn't like. No, he was like making much films. I know it was in Expendables 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I didn't know like he was, but like yeah, so all right, yeah, I'll give it a watch. And it's a bit like The Taxi Driver. As in,
What?
well, it's a bit dark, if you know what I mean. It's not like he kicks ass in it, but he's a bit of a slow burn, bit like the Rambo, but less like.
I don't mind a slow burn. And,
Yeah,
and Rambo 5 was not the slow burn you said it was. It was fine. I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
it was sad when the girl died and when he got his ass kicked, but they brought it back, you know?
Yeah. Well, thing is, though, it's talking to these soy nerd bitches with like, oh, I don't like Rambo and that. And I'm like, well, why don't you like it? And like, oh, well, I want all that good. And so, like, because, like, I'm one of these people that knows about films and that shit. I was thinking, well, probably it might have been a slow burn to them and that. It was probably because it was too masculine. It was probably because every time they see a masculine dude doing masculine action, they realise how much of a soy nerd bitch they are. They don't want to be fucking reminded how much of a soy cunt they are, do they? So,
well, the people who say it was a bad movie, they didn't like him settling down and adopting that Hispanic woman and her niece and being a family to them. And it's like, the man is 68. What the hell do you think people still want to be running around the jungle at 68? No, he wanted to fucking raise horses and be left the fuck alone. And the cartel fucked him over. And they killed his surrogate daughter. And he went after him. What more do you fucking want? Fuck these people. Screw them.
yeah, screw their soy nerd bitch ass opinions. But anyway, I think though it was because the storyline was white dude kills Mexicans, sort of basically, and they didn't like the storyline of a white dude taking on a Mexican cartel. If it had been a black woman taking on a bunch of white,
Ku Klux Klan.
yeah. Oh, they'd fucking loved it.
Yeah, like in that shit Watchmen show.
Yeah, but because he was a white, and so like, even though Stallone, he's not all that white because he's got some Italian in him. He's an Italian stallion, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like at least 1/8 black.
Yeah, so yeah. But anyway, too masculine because in that Stallone shows you one man is a fucking killing machine when you piss him off. You know what I mean? You know, you don't
Yeah.
because, like, as I say, people started like because soy cons. They like start picking fucking faults with masculine action films that they don't want people to get popular, like with fucking John Wick, where like, oh, the puppy. So like, they started complaining, oh, they cut his face and they left him and that, and it's like, yeah, because they didn't know how much of a fuck. And one of the brothers didn't want it. It was telling the other one, don't do it, but the other one was probably so high caught up in that he just thought that this old dude, what's he gonna do? He's an old fucking dude, and he wanted to fuck with Stallone's mind. He wanted to make Stallone fucking hate every day with the shit he was gonna do, and so that's why he let him go. Obviously, if he'd have fucking like in First Blood, if they'd have known how fucking dangerous Rambo is, they wouldn't have fucked around with him. They'd have just been like, "Oh yeah, we'll let you go through, or we'll let you stay the night," sort of thing.
I know.
Yeah, where in part 5, they don't know how fucking trained he is. They don't know fucking. They hadn't seen part 1, 2, 3, and 4. They've only seen half of part 5, haven't they? So they don't know how fucking trained Rambo is. But yeah, just soy-nerd bitches not liking the fact that like Rambo show, and he's an old dude, and even an old dude like Rambo was showing them, "You're a soy bitch."
Well, and the drinker was trying to say, "Oh, this is a bitter, broken old man." Fuck you! No, they fucked his family over, so he went and killed all of them.
Yeah, it's like fucking what fucking sort of like bitter old just fucking. I don't know. I fucking hate that soy cunt. I think he. And there's a few YouTubers that do this. They know that their shit that they produce is shit. They know it's not as good as what Stallone can do. So they try and badmouth Stallone's stuff, so people don't watch Stallone's stuff and can't compare it to their shit.
Yeah. And also, every now and again, I think these reviewers, they'll take a good movie like that and say it's shit just to get hits, even though they know it's not shit.
Mm. Yeah, they know, like, there's people out there that will fucking unsubscribe if they start saying, "Oh yeah, Rambo's real good and masculine. Why aren't you like fucking Rambo being masculine, you soy nerd bitches?" So yeah. Don't ask her. Is that fake fucking like persona that most fucking people in the limelight do, so they get more fucking fans and all that shit. Oh, fuck that. That would be masculine. Cunts like fucking. What's his name? Oh, PewDiePie. Oh, PewDiePie.
What about PewDiePie?
He's a right soy cunt.
Right? He wears fucking pink kitty ears on his fucking headphones. I don't care if you fuck a supermodel. You wear pink fucking kitty ears on your headphones. Oh, and there's a YouTuber I like. His name is ER, okay? He's a black guy, but he sounds like a white guy. There's a lot of that on YouTube, by the way. Anyway, so ER, when he reviewed The Last Jedi, he had a part at the beginning of it where Rey Skywalker said, "I don't know my place. What am I supposed to do? What's my place in all this?" And ER put a fucking post with the Star Wars stars behind it, and it said, "Get in the kitchen." And PewDiePie saw that, and he turned it off, and he said, "No, I don't have time for this sexist bullshit. I don't have time for this sexist bullshit." Fuck you! It's a joke, you asshole. I'm sorry a woman has your fucking cock and balls on such a leash. You can't hear one fucking joke about women in the kitchen without having to fucking turn someone's video off and not enjoy it. Fuck you.
Yeah, I say he's a soy cunt, but he could be one of them where he knows he has to act like a soy cunt for the subscribers, because there's going to be subscribers thinking, "Oh yeah, I can be a soy cunt like that and get loads of subscribers." But when I thought he was a soy cunt, when he was on one of these sort of like scary sort of like It was like a ghost train, you know, like a scary ghost train. But instead of being on a train, he was in a wheelchair getting pushed around a psychic ward. And there was all actors, and they were supposed to act like really sort of scary and freaky, you know, like there was nutty in that. And he shits it because one of them came near him and that, and and he's like, "What do you think he was going to do to you? You're like a paid customer. Not only are you a paid customer, you're quite fucking famous. He's either going to come up and start fucking starts giving you a smackdown and that shit. But he shit it like a fanny. Oh, and then I think he overplayed. I think he don't even like shit. I think he like be a sucker, but he was playing a like a virtual reality game with a scary sort of like teddy bear thing. It's like this game where you fucking have to watch out for this scary teddy bear, and like if you don't see him, he comes and starts screams in your face, sort of thing. Well, anyway, he's screaming like a bitch on this game, and he has to take it off.
He screams like a girly man.
Yeah, and it's like the game's for kids. That's why it's a teddy bear, because it's done for kids, done for like youngsters anyway. You know, it's not graphic.
Yeah, but that's how he got famous, is screaming like a girl doing let's play videos, the horror video games. It's fucking sad. Like, he would just have his face in the corner of the screen going, "Oh yeah, what's behind this? Oh," and screaming like a fucking bitch. Fuck that girly man.
Yeah. And how many of you, that's how you know there's loads of soy cunts out there.
Yeah.
From Chuck Norris.
What?
I said, apart from us and Chuck Norris, there's not many masculine men out there.
Don't forget Michael Jai White.
Yeah.
And Scott Adkins.
Yeah.
And not me. I'm soy. I'm pro jab, so I'm fucking soy. But yeah, what's his name? Who was that guy? Damn it. Hey, well, at least Ben Stiller didn't want to apologize for Tropic Thunder. That's pretty cool. I mean, he's not exactly a badass, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Right. Well, but I'm saying, like, there's loads of, especially on YouTube, in the so-called fucking, they call themselves nerds and geeks, like, community. That's why they don't accept me in their inner circle, because I know I just take the piss out of them, because it's like, I'm not a soy nerd, or I mean a soy or a nerd or a geek. You soy nerd bitches. Like, just because I know about these subjects doesn't mean, because like it's one of them where you basically gone from like, well they basically gone from like being interested in seeing masculine fucking superheroes kicking ass to watching effeminate fucking women showing their ass.
You know, if I want to see an effeminate woman show her fucking ass, I'll watch porno. Okay?
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, is most of them are probably virgins, and so they don't want to be known as too much of a wanker. And so they can't admit to watching porn. They probably watch loads of porn that they really want to be watching porn, but instead, the best they can do is watch female-led action with bare ass.
Yeah, and I bet I know why they don't watch enough porn. They probably feel bad. Like the male feminist part in them, the girly man goes, "Oh, hey, I'm your little Jiminy Cricket conscience. Don't fucking watch porn. This is disrespectful to women." When you know what? The testosterone fairy should come in there and go, "Hey, asshole, watch it anyway. But be sure to work out after that, okay? Or work out before and then come."
Yeah, for fuck's sake. But most of them don't want to work out because they don't want to be fucking masculine. Because they know how hard being masculine is. Because when you're masculine, you have to fucking be able to fight. Because, you know, being masculine, someone's going to call you out on it. Because you don't go around saying how masculine you are without expecting someone to be like, all right, then, let's see how masculine you are then.
Yeah.
So they know it's real hard, they can't do it. And if they can't do it, they just don't want anyone else to do it. Because it makes them look bad. So fuck them. The soy nerd bitches. Oh. Daniel's up topic. Putting in a bit of a fucking big in here. Says, Jens, who would win in a fight? You or Michael? Yeah. Like,
Who the fuck is Michael?
Michael, yeah. Tomorrow Never Dies. What if she approached you and was like, yeah, kicking and punching? What would you do?
Oh, Michelle.
Oh,
Michelle. It's the woman from Tomorrow Never Dies, the Bond movie.
oh, the Chinese bird. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd do what Mr. Stomper does. I'd grab her and then slam her head on the ceiling. Even though I'd stand on a chair. But Daniel, like, as I was saying, mate, if a woman kicks my ass, I wouldn't think she was tough. I would think I was a soy cunt, and I'd have to get to the gym or do some sparring or do something to regain my manhood.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Jens. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I would say I'm not saying you're not a man if you get your ass kicked by a woman, but I'm saying you're not a masculine man if you're getting your ass kicked by a woman.
Yeah, like Louis C.K.
Oh, no, yeah. Most of them, they're getting their ass kicked by women because these women have fucking had a slap in the face. These cunts hadn't, and so when you're fighting against a woman who doesn't mind about your little weak noodly arm fucking punches because she's had a bloke slap her around, and of course she's gonna whoop your ass all over. But if you're masculine as fuck and you've had punches and kicks by dudes, so air punches are quite tame, then you're gonna whoop her ass all over.
Yeah. Jens, have you seen the Scott Adkins movies, The Debt Collector 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. Have you seen the Wu-Tang Clan movie, The Man with the Iron Fists?
Yeah, because you have RZA in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find something else for you. You have Amazon Prime, right?
Sort of. I can get usually my mate. He lets me watch stuff at his house. So.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking for a classic for you. Don't let me interrupt you anymore. But yeah, no, I'm gonna watch The Debt Collector 1 and 2. They look pretty cool. Are they not as good as Accident Man though?
Oh, I'll tell you something. If you haven't seen them yet, fucking, they are well worth a watch. Because Scott Adkins, even though he's the sort of main kick ass in the film, the dude, I forget the dude's name, but he's been in a few sort of like action films and that, and but he's more of a serious actor than, and so his acting's real good. And so even though he does some action scenes in it, obviously he's not as good as Scott Adkins, but there's not many people who is. And so even though he does some good fight scenes in it and that, yeah, Debt Collector 1 and 2. Oh, well, if I was you and all, I'd watch Missing in Action 1 and Part 3 because there's a 3. So there's 4 films for you to watch there.
Oh yeah, I got to watch part 1 and part 3. Okay. Well, have you seen? It's from 1978. It's called The 36th Chamber of Shaolin.
Yeah, but like it's one of them like fucking quite age on time ago. But yeah, because it's about the dude in it who fucking his 38 chamber is he takes it outside of the chambers and starts kicking people's asses using his martial art for fucking good.
Yeah, Gordon Liu. Yeah, okay. All right, Liz, let me try and find another one. Hold on. There was one on Netflix. It had Michael J. White in it, and it was from 2018. Hold on, let me see if you've seen this. Yeah, no, okay. So you know about the old school, the martial arts movies from the 70s and 60s. Good stuff.
Yeah, I say what I saw recently, and I'd never seen it before, but I'd heard it a few times. Was Our Man Flint.
What's that about?
It's a bit like a spoof spy film where Our Man Flint is sort of like the American version of James Bond, but it's a bit of a comedy. Yeah, as in like is really spoofy comedy sort of shit. There's bits in it where it's like, oh yeah, that's ridiculous, but because like it's supposed to be a bit of a comedy because they have like Bond in it, but they call him 008.
Oh, okay. 008 or 0008. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it's sort of like referencing 007 in it, but Our Man
Yeah.
Flint it was called like, but yeah, like I've seen loads of action shit like because yeah, there was that Enforcer and all that I said to watch and all, wasn't they?
Yeah, I can watch it on Amazon. I'll definitely do that before next Tuesday.
Oh well, no, yeah, but can't we? Yeah, just watch. Well, there's 4 films there, sort of thing. But oh yeah, Debt Collectors. Or that is a good film. It is one of them. Bit of the comedy elements to it and all. A bit like Accident Man. Not as good as Accident Man, in my opinion.
That's fine. Have you seen?
Because Accident Man's so fucking good, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? But it's nearly as good as Accident Man. Oh, you see Scott Adkins do some nice fight scenes in it.
That's good. Have you seen the movie from India, RRR? 3 R's.
Yeah. I just watched it, sort of thing, where like they have a battle and that shit. Yeah, the dude with the tiger, like he's all like Indian sort of like native dude, and then there's the dude who's working for the British sort of like Indian British sort of like army and that. And yeah,
I don't think there's an action movie that I've seen that you haven't. I'm surprised I found Pathfinder. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, there is like a few I haven't seen, but as I say, I've seen so many. It is one of them where fucking if I hadn't seen it, it's rather going to be one of them obscure films that like not many people have seen, or it won't be as good. You know, it'd be all right, like, but it won't be like a great masculine action film. But God, I think like there's some out there, but it's finding them. It's finding them.
I'm still looking. Damn. And you've seen the Kingsman movies?
Yeah, even the where it's fucking Rasputin.
Yeah. I still
Yeah,
like that one. It wasn't as good as the other two, but it was pretty good.
yeah, it's all right. Like, but compared to the other two, I did find it like a bit. Meh, meh, meh. Yeah, but it's
Bring
all
this
right.
baby.
Yeah, it's like some good action scenes in it.
Yeah. Looking. I'm still looking. You've seen everything. Holy shit. I feel like all the obscure shit that I knew that had seen that you hadn't. I feel like you've seen it now.
Yeah, there's
Um,
always some stuff like out there, like, but it's fine. It's like, yes, it's really obscure. Probably it'd be like there's some like Jackie Chan films, I reckon. You know, his
oh,
earliest.
okay. Have
Yeah,
you
I've seen.
seen? have you have you seen Serenity?
Yeah, Jackie Chan.
No. It's the movie that caps off the TV series Firefly, and it's an action movie. It's got a lot more action than the TV show.
Serenity. Was it Star?
A lot of no-name people.
Uh, yeah, I don't think I have.
Well, there's one for you. Or have you seen the Foreigner with Jackie Chan? Anybody who says he can't act, I would say watch that.
Yeah. It's all right, actually. No, yeah. Like and Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. So you've seen that. Okay. Well, Serenity is a good watch. You might not like the TV show. There might not be enough action for you in the TV show, but in the movie, there definitely is.
Serenity. Is it masculine though? Look. Arnold. Yeah. Is it masculine?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Serenity. Yeah, I don't think I have seen it. I might have seen it, but I don't think I
It's
have.
it's science fiction.
Yeah. Is it the one where there's a a bear facing one way and a dude facing upside down the other way on the cover?
No,
No.
no. It's about space cowboys basically, and they're smugglers, but they get a greater cause because they find out something really. You just got to see it. I can't. I don't want to explain. I don't want to give away too much. It's a good movie.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've seen it then. Serenity, is that an S or a C?
An S.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And Dynalop's topics says George Clooney's Batman versus Scott Atkins. Yeah. Well, Scott Atkins all the way, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
George Clooney had nipples. Like if Scott Atkins is going to lose to a Batman with nipples, Christ sake. Come on, Daniel. Daniel is a homosexual, though, so that's why he probably likes the George Clooney.
Hey, that's fine. You know, whatever. Do you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like you can be homosexual but still masculine, like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Or yeah, what's his name? Ricky Martin.
Yeah,
He still dresses like a man. You know, he doesn't dress like a fucking woman. He works
yeah.
out.
Well, he gets a lot of women attention, doesn't he? Because I think fucking like there was a bit of a slump in his career when everyone found out it was
Yeah,
gay.
yeah, yeah. It's sad. He should have just stayed in the closet.
Yeah, I guess, but it must have been you when you like came up and on.
Yep. Well, hey, Jens, I got to get something to eat, so I got to go. But thank you for having me on. I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, cheers for being on, Arnold or Nelson, depending on what. Yeah,
Yeah, it's me. I can turn it off. Yeah.
yeah. You're a nipple, but is that what you want to like promote before you go?
No, I got some shorts. Only two of them are me talking to the camera, but I'm actually telling a joke in one of them. So yes, I'm guilty of one video where I just talk to the camera. And so I am a hypocrite. So please feel free to tear me apart in the comments for that, or check me out on Twitter at Nelson the Gent. Check me out on Facebook at Neil Hersig, NeilHerceg, and it'll be me holding the tattoo machine with a gray bandana and a gray T-shirt on. And yeah, if you want to check out my shorts on YouTube, most of them are just goofy comedy shit, doing goofy shit. My buddy blowing up a turkey with a fucking bomb and then shooting it with a shotgun. So that's what we did on Thanksgiving to end world hunger. We blew up a turkey because we're dicks like that. And yeah, so check me out. And thanks for having me on, man. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, well, cheers for being on. Like, fucking got like some films to be like talking about and that. It's like,
Well, I'll check out the Enforcer for sure. Definitely, it looks pretty cool. I read the episode synopsis. So yeah, man. Yeah, if you want to check out Serenity, it's PG-13. It's not R, but it is just a fun fucking science fiction action movie. Like I said, you probably wouldn't like the TV show. It's probably not fast enough for you. Probably not enough action, but the movie's fun.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'll watch it. Obviously, fucking, it's not going to be like more masculine than the Enforcer, but one of them where that's it.
There's a fight scene at the end of it though that might surprise you though. There's a pretty brutal fucking fight scene.
Right, yeah. I'll check out for that. Like, well, so like, yeah, fucking. It does sound a bit masculine if there's a fight scene at the end. Is it with a dude?
It's two dudes beating the absolute dog shit out of each other, almost killing each other. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. And there's a lot of other fights in it that are pretty fucking brutal too. And there's some good character arcs in it, and some surprises, some callbacks. It's just a fun fucking movie. Yeah, I love it, man. It's a good fucking flick.
Right, yeah. Well, if it's two dudes at the end, at least there's a good chance of them. Because if it'd been two women, it'd have been like, oh no, we definitely know. 99.99% it's not going to be. But with it being two dudes, and like, yeah, at least, yeah, they'll know they've got to do a manly job. They won't.
Fuck
They
yeah.
know they can't get away with women's level because yeah, they're making a
Now
film.
the women shoot guns. That's about it.
Yeah. Keep it simple for them.
Yep. Oh, and I'm on. I went to the home screen on Amazon Prime, and Star Trek Picard came up, and it says first episode free. Yeah, I'm good on that. Sorry, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's how fucking good it's doing. It's getting given away for free. Oh, you can always tell the popularity of a fucking product when it gets given away for free.
Shit. Well, yeah, it's been a good time. You have a great night. Cheers. Thank you, and keep up with the masculine action. Yeah.
Well, thanks for fucking helping us. Keep the masculine action going.
Always will, man. Take care, brother.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah. Yeah. So fucking getting to that stage where I could do another 40 minutes if someone pops on, but who knows popping on. I'll do another 10 minutes, sort of thing, because been talking a lot about some masculine action. And because Daniel's hot topic hasn't seen Accident Man, I don't think Daniel's going to pop on because he knows my first fucking question is, why didn't you watch it? And then I'll just be like half hour on scrutinizing Daniel's fucking choice of not fucking watching Accident Man. But each to their own. I'm sure sooner or later Daniel's gonna watch it because fucking there's only so much abuse a man can take until he's like, fuck it. I'll just watch it, see what it's like. Maybe Daniel did watch it and he knows, oh yeah, it's real good. But I can't come on because there's some friends that haven't seen it and they won't understand how good it is. But yeah, see, Scott Atkins films like The Debt Collectors 1 and 2, fucking real good. There are other films that like, don't know if Nelson's wanted to watch. Because we could, but I was suggesting 4 good films. It was like, even though Nelson did suggest the Debt Collectors 1 and 2, even though they are real good films, then. Yeah, watch them bastards. And then there's Missing in Action 1 and Part 3. Part 3 is a bit sort of like corny, but it's a part 3 of something. And so, you know, when it comes to a part 3, it might be all right, like Rocky 3, but yeah, it's still good though, still good action. You know, yeah. I'd say Missing Action was on the lines of like fucking still decent to watch, but compared to the other 2, yeah, it's lacking a bit. But still great films. Masculine as fuck. Chuck Norris showing you what you gotta do when you're fucking missing in action. You don't just sit around crying like a little bitch reading Wonder Woman comics, hoping fucking Black Widow will come and save you. No. You man the fuck up and you beat the shit out of fucking any fucking asshole around you who starts fucking trying to be fucking some kind of like oligarch. Or any other fucking like authoritarian fucking dictator. Nah, not around Chuck, you don't. Yeah. See, fuck all going on with the Star Trek community. It's like, bye bye. That's gone. That went Pete Tong. Yeah. Yeah, some people are watching it though. So. But I'll tell you something. I bet it'll be like all the rest of the times. At the end of the fucking series, they'll all be like, oh, well, no, we didn't really like it. So, well, why did you watch it if you didn't really like it? Oh, we only like certain bits of it. It's like, oh, picking the shit out. Picking the peanuts out of a fucking pile of fucking squirrel shit. Yeah. Should call them squirrel nerds. Like, why are you calling me a squirrel nerd? Because you're picking the penis out of the shit. But that's what happens when you don't know about masculine action. But luckily enough for you people, my fucking channel's here, so you can be guaranteed of masculine action. As my banner says, masculine action, no SOY NERDS, no Buffy, no Wonder Woman, no Black Widow, or any other female stuff. Masculine action only. Even though I was fucking saying, we was talking about fucking the Wonder Woman series and the films. But that was only just to say fucking got a nice ass in it. And the action where the dudes are there ain't too bad. But once the dudes out there and it's the end part, it's soy as fuck. Ah, gonna be soy as fuck. It's Wonder Woman. But at least you saw Gal Gadot's fucking ass. Well, Wonder Woman 1984, once they cover Gal Gadot's ass up, no one wants to go see it. No. Why am I going to watch a shit film when I'm not going to even get a look at Gal Gadot's nice fucking legs? No. Uh, uh, yes, the psychopath says, thanks again, Jens. Have a good one. May the not be with yous. Yeah. Okay, right here. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but it's something to do with the force. So what exactly? I'm not quite sure. But no one's coming on. No one wants to discuss anything. I don't think we've already discussed a lot about fucking masculine action. Yeah. Fucking. I'll be sort of like ending the stream. Because yeah. Oh, no comment. See. May the soy, yeah, not be with you. Right, yeah, now I get it. Yeah. Yeah, fucking damn right. We're on the fight. Fucking against all the soy dumb fucking soy nerd bitches. We're fighting for our right of masculinity. We don't want to see any female action shit. Save it for the females. And if them females are soy nerd bitches with little fucking soy in utero penises, then them bitches can watch it. But we're watching the masculine action. Yeah. Well, I've got thanking people. So, thanks to Daniel's topics. I'm watching. Cheers, man. Thanks to Small Time Republic. Cheers, man. Thanks to Slasher. Max Splitter. Watching. Cheers, man. Thanks for Bones for watching. Cheers, Bones. Thanks to Andy Fair for watching. Cheers, Andy. Thanks to Mr. CDVV for watching and being on. And thanks to Tommy for watching and being on. And thanks to DVB, Citizen 53, for watching and being on. Yeah. And thanks to Nelson the Psychopath for watching and being on as Arnie the Psychopath and Slice Stallone the Psychopath. But yeah, so probably be doing a stream next week and that, probably at the same time. But no, exactly if it is going to be the same time, so I can't guarantee it, but it'll be around about because like this is sort of like time that Nelson's sort of like free and that shit, and so fucking get like fucking this time anyway, sort of thing. Start the stream. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I say probably be back next week and that with reviews on seniority and I think Nelson was watching that fucking Antonio Banderas film, The Enforcer. Yeah. So should be reviews on seniority and The Enforcer. So thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.